note, I kind of went down the list. Now, most of these fall between like 170 and 300, but 10 of the 16 now, including Malik Morris yesterday, fall in ESPN's top 300. So Billy Napier continues to amass talent, and still like I told you yesterday, when it comes to say catching FSU in the recruiting rankings, and those are already at 22 commits. This makes 16 for Florida. And as they continue to round out this class and add and the targets and that they have out there, they're finalists with some big time players. It certainly looks like, unless the wheels fall off in season, and that can happen, but it looks like Billy Napier's headed toward a top 10 recruiting class, probably for sure. I read with interest a column on Urban Meyer. Look, Urban is, to put it mildly, especially right here, a complex character, no?
Well said.
From his uber success at Florida to his, look, when you have the kind of success that you have, it's hard for anyone to get you off your way of doing things because it's worked. Obviously, coming here to the Jags and the NFL, it didn't work in a bunch of different ways. Urban Teflon lands on his feet, back now as a college football analyst for a, third or fourth year. And rightfully, when it comes to the college football game, takes a spot as one of the real true know-it-alls when it comes to college football, what it takes to be successful. At least he was. With a changing landscape in college football, and man, how has it changed? People would naturally look to Urban Meyer for, say, that GM position that now exists in college football. In fact, and this is what I found interesting, Meyer says he considered taking one of those college football GM roles until you got into the dirty details. I'm going to dive into that when we come back next segment. It's going to be really, I don't know if interesting is the right word, but to watch how the dust settles on the college football landscape that is just being blown to bits. I mean, the entire model has just been absolutely destroyed, at least the one that was operated under for a century. I mean, it's just blown to bits. Not saying that with the judgment of good or bad, but buddy, it is remarkable. You know, we said yesterday, just some of those dynamics. You know, we talked about rookies, and when they report to camp, they got to stand up. They got to say what their signing bonus is. Well, they've added another layer now. Dudes come in, they got to tell everybody what their NIL deal they left was. And to the point that Kittle made a comment in the Niners locker room, bro, you should have stayed another year. Don't know who the prospect was. I saw kind of quietly, when stuff happens between July 2nd and July 7th on a long holiday weekend, it can kind of quietly get past you. There's a couple of things, and one of them serious, but a couple of things. I noticed out of the ACC, the new agreement between the ACC and their schools, it allows like 5 or 6 of those schools to leave for this exception. If a super conference is formed, let's say in football only, and so the who we're kidding? We're talking about FSU, Clemson, Miami, North Carolina, maybe Virginia Tech. But say a football super conference was formed of, say, 68 teams. And so the new agreement is that those schools could leave and play football in this football super league and then stay in the ACC for basketball, baseball, lacrosse, down the line. Just kind of quietly, that's in there. It sure seems like we are headed for a 60 to 70 team league of semi-pro football teams. And then the rest of college football, while they will still compete with these pros and they're still allowed to spend money, are going to fall back into a more reasonable landscape of giving a kid 20, 25 grand to help them along the way while they hopefully get college degrees and play football. And by the way, develop many from those levels to go play in the NFL. Listen, your 68 team power league can collect all that college money, but they're not all going to the NFL. We know that. Stars come from everywhere. I think that's where we're headed. It's going to be fascinating to watch the dust settle and also what turned Urban Meyer off from what back in the day would be considered to be kind of just a cushy job, wouldn't it? Before all of this happened, if Urban Meyer got some job as a GM for $2-3 million a year, he would just be babysitting the program, wouldn't he? Be a consultant. Wouldn't be much different than, say, what, like I think Steve Spurrier has been in games for the last 10, 15 years. But anyway, here's what I see as I look into my crystal football. I see a 70-team super conference where they come from all the Power 5 leagues. They all go back to their Power 5 leagues for all the other sports. And that 68 team will, give out the lion's share of big-time bucks to high school prospects, at least as they're coming in. And then who knows? Are the big boys then is it going to be relegation for college football scholarships? The bottom of the power leagues, they'll boot them down and they'll go pick and choose the best from the Southern Misses of the world and bring them up. Why does it feel like that's also a real possibility? Anyway, we'll circle back to some of those storylines when we come back on the other side. So we'll be back at full strength. We've got brunch with the tour today. Really good golf tournament this weekend. A good primer for the British Open. It's the Scottish Open, and so it's more of an open field. The big boys are playing, and it'll be a fun brunch with the tour to kind of preview that. It's a big 2 weeks of golf over there in the old country. First, the Scottish Open. Next week, it's the British Open, golf's final major of the year, and then it's the sprint towards a FedEx Cup champion this year. So on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, we're off. Thanks for being up and at it with us. As always, booming at you live from inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Tom McManus straps on the helmet and joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl for the new Helmets and Heels. New attitude, new time. Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Tommy Mack makes his Helmets and Heels debut July 14th.
Here's Linda Beaver.
The dog days of summer are here, and so are the hottest deals of the year. Whether you're hauling down the street, cruising on the beach, or just escaping the heat, we have the ride you're looking for and the wow you experience you deserve. Save big on select models with sizzling summer savings, low financing, and limited time bonus cash on all trades. So don't sweat it. Come beat the heat at Beaver Automotive, where the summer deals will wow you.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save 15% on roof replacements and repairs now through July 31st. And financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Eye & Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Caliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com for a free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the first coast focused.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is thrilled to announce you can get all of their flavors and original vodka at PJ Liquors in St. Augustine. PJ Liquors, since 1999, has been serving up summertime fun. Now enjoy Brackish Vodka, the #1 local vodka in North Florida. Brackish Vodka is the first clean craft vodka, and you can find their 9 flavors at PJ Liquors. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Lagerman.
We take you from the water to the woods.
On the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. I always brag on what you guys have on-road and off-road. But Greg, tell everybody about what's happening on the water, because you got loads of opportunity.
We do. We've got lots of boats in stock. We got the Honda 19-foot Fisher Runabout. We've got the Coach pontoons, all of them with that legendary Honda motor and legendary Honda reliability, which you always want when you're out on the water.
You could be cruising along the Intercoastal or out on the ocean, but check it out. Facebook page ready for all of you to see. Cycles of Jacksonville, or their showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384. Get ready. The Jacksonville Rock Orchestra brings to life the magic of Fleetwood Mac. Like you've never heard it before. A 27-piece symphony fused with a full rock band, performing timeless hits like Rhiannon, Dreams, and You Make Loving Fun. One night only, July 11th at the historic Florida Theater. Get tickets today at floridatheater.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The housing market is as busy as ever on the First Coast. And if you've moved in or moved on, make sure you have a team of trained electricians ready to help. American Electrical can make sure you're up to date electrically and maximize your living experience. Smart home automation services, home theater systems, outdoor and dock lighting, and backup generators. American Electrical can do it all. A team you can trust with highly trained technicians, ensuring you have the best living experience. American-Electrical.com, a leader on the First Coast and powered by professionalism.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
He's a player's coach, but he know how to tap into that coach mentality. And that's what we kind of expect from him. I expect that. I expect to, not to be cool with everybody, but understand where everybody's at, to speak our language, but also when it's time to shut it on, he can do that.
That is Josh Hines Allen. He was on a show called Speak on FS1. That's his observations of Liam Cohen, what he's seen so far. I think there's some parallels here. If you're a Jaguar fan, you hope for the same kind of connection and success. And quite frankly, from a similarly unknown background as Gator basketball has gotten with Todd Golden. And when Todd Golden met with Todd Golden has proven really quick he's able to walk that line between, as he said, speaking their language or something. So listen to their music, E. You know, Todd Golden in that locker room knows the music the guys are listening to. Has listened to it himself.
Yeah.
You know, he's got this certain camaraderie, yet he knows how to draw that line. His players love him, but they do respect him. They know where the line is, and they don't cross it. I think we get a similar hopeful connection here between a younger Coach Liam Cohen in his 30s, a young GM, even younger, and James Gladstone. And when you hear him say speak their language, I think that's what he means. Not yet generationally out of touch. And that, listen, not that generations don't stop you from being successful. I don't think Andy Reid is hip-hopping home, you know?
Correct.
Feel me? But in this case, and look, that's what I've heard from talking to people within the Bucs. The guy is he's a culture guy. He can really stand in front of a room and get the attention of a football team. And the players will like him. They'll play for him. I'm told the offense is you're going to see it right away. Then more on the guy leading that here in a second. But when you hear Josh Allen say that, what this speaks to, and we talked with Fred yesterday, this speaks to culture. I asked Fred, what's he most excited about? You know, he said Baselli being in there, the younger, connective parts of the equation with Gladstone and Cohen. It's all about building a culture. And I mean, we need a complete culture transfusion. And I think that's really where Tony does step in. He doesn't have to be making the call on trades on draft night to give a standard that's going to be met there on and off the field, in and out of season. As to the culture Coach Liam Cohen is creating, more from Josh Hines Allen.
I mean, I just think it's, when you think about our culture, I think it's just competitive, having fun, and being what you're supposed to do, doing what you're supposed to do. I think Coach Cohen has been against a lot of successful offenses, and, you know, you can tell he has that demeanor. He's been a coach his whole life, and his father learned from his father. So I just think, you know, it's aggressive. He brought the right coaches in to help him out, and I'm excited to get after it.
Now, Josh Hines Allen found out right away when Liam Cohen was announced. He started hearing from some Kentucky coaches that carry over back to the days that Hines Allen played there. And Liam Cohen has, you know, spent 3 or 4 years with the Kentucky program, offensive coordinator there. And Hines Allen said the phone started dinging.
When we hired him, I got all my coaches back in Kentucky was raving about him. They was like, you're going to love him. I have my defensive coordinator there now, Coach Brad White, called me. And just like, yeah, you're going to be there this year during OTAs. And I was like, man, I already planned on doing it, you know, be there to help him out and just be more present with this progress.
All right. They went through the Travis Hunter talk. And the one interesting thing was, you know, Josh Allen said, man, go with this guy. Told the coaches, go at him. When they put him on defense, okay, go at him. And then he made that viral play, the interception that probably upon further review would have been overturned, but nonetheless just showed off the athleticism. And you make plays like that, man, and you earn, you know, the trust. You catch the eye of veteran, talented players, and that kind of fell into that category with Josh Hines Allen and some of the plays he saw Travis Hunter make. The energy the dude brings is no joke, man. They all talk about that. And then Hines Allen was asked about the guy on the other side of the ball that's going to have to be the leader in every way. Sure, Hunter can bring the juice, and Brian Thomas Jr. is an all-pro level player, but we all know it's going to be about Trevor emerging and growing into that consistent, year-to-year, give you a chance to win a Super Bowl quarterback. Here's Hines Allen on Lawrence and the up and down beginning to his career, some of it by his design and much of it not his design.
I mean, I think
I like him a lot, too, man.
I love Trevor. He's my quarterback. I got his back no matter what. I think it's all up to him. I think wherever he wants us to be, he's going to take us there. You know, I love Trevor at the end of the day. You know, we all got a job to do. But, again, what Coach Cohen is doing, he's not only hyping him up and pushing him, but the offensive line has to play better. Mm-hmm. The running backs, we're going to have to run this ball effectively. You know, in order for him to do what we need to do, we got BTJ, you know, who's already solidified himself as one of the top receivers. And again, that takes the pressure off of Travis going into a situation where, he doesn't have to be the number one guy on that side of the ball. So again, that helps Trevor develop into the guy that we all know he can be. But I think it's just maximizing everybody else around him. And I think that's where we're at.
Look, the questions here as we get going. We haven't been to the part where these issues settle themselves, but ET, as we sit here at 6:30 on January 8th, just 11 days out, 12 days out. I'm sorry, July. Why I say January? Oof, I wish it was chilly like January. July 8th. If it starts with a J, I'll just go with it.
Let's run it.
Sure. I feel like the two biggest questions, and a lot of the reason these are even more defined questions now are because Travis Hunter brings you something to both the secondary and the receiving core and the offense. But it feels still those lines of scrimmage, offensive line, defensive line. That's still where we don't know. Pads going on, dogs barking. That's not happening yet. We're running around in shorts, man. And so all the tales of this guy getting better and this guy's emergence, just put the pads on. I find out really for the first time probably when they dual work out with Miami, right? Where you really get ones and ones going at it for a couple hours in the sun. That O-line and D-line better be a whole lot better, man. What do we see the D-line ranked in the Pro Football Focus? Like 29-y?
They was down there.
Yeah, and that's with one guy who's looked at as a top 10 player's position, Josh Allen. And at least from a sack standpoint, a productive guy on the other side. The interior of that D-line got to show up, and the offensive line's got to be way, 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 way better. And again, the over-under of 2.5 has already gone over. I've moved it. I'm going with 2.5. I'm going over 2.5. I say one of them tackles going to be watching when the season starts. I say one of them tackles is going to have a nice view over there next to the rest of the guys holding their helmets when they kick it off against the Panthers. I'm going to go ahead and that's my fearless prediction here. It's been bad, man. Enough with mediocrity. I'm not standing for Walker Little and Anton Harrison unchecked to be my tackles going into a real important year. Give me Fred Johnson and McCarr. I'll take them right now, man. Sight unseen. And I forget analytics and pass rate pressure, blah, 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 blah. Walker Little literally stepped on our quarterback and set us back a year and a half. Yeah. Our tackles leave here, and Jawan Taylor's held a job in Kansas City. Certainly not beloved or well thought of. Cam Robinson, tries to catch spots here and there. So, yeah, I'll put it at 2.5, and I'll play the over. I'll say somebody shows a little more fire in their backside than what we've seen out of those two cats. We'll see. It is a rebuilt offensive line. I don't know how much, there's no high-end talent out of there. We didn't go get the top tackle on the market. We'll see how they spot them and develop them. But the O-line is going to be so critical to getting better for Trevor and everyone. Of course, Trevor didn't get any, didn't get a bonus with that first head coach he played for. Urban Meyer came in, and, man, what a disastrous, 8-month period that was from the time he was hired to the time he was fired. But as I said, he lands on his feet when it comes to college football. And now that this new GM position has emerged, Urban said this week on a podcast that he was approached. He was actually, this is interesting, actually on a podcast with a guy named Jim Nagy. You guys may know that name. He's a friend of the program. We've had him on many times. He used to be the director of the Senior Bowl in Mobile. Nagy came through, I want to say, the Patriots chain, but never had a job in college football. He came from the NFL, ran the Senior Bowl, has taken the Oklahoma Sooners GM job, and he also does a podcast. Or he was on a podcast with Urban Meyer. It's Meyer that does the podcast, The Triple Option. So Urban says this: I had a school come to see me this year and ask if I wanted to be the GM, and a couple other phone calls. And you start to think, okay, they actually came to see me. So I said, yeah, I'll meet. I'll sit down with you guys. I said, okay, what's the job description? They said, well, basically you meet with all the agents of the 17 and 18-year-olds. And I thought, I'd rather step on a rusty nail and pull it out myself. I mean, what in the world? If that's what you got to do, Jim, God bless you. Meyer didn't name specifically which program it was. It just speaks to what we said last segment. This GM role now, this isn't some figurehead, cushy retirement gig. deep involvement in roster building and managing scholarships and transfer portal and talent, negotiating NIL, all time-consuming. That ain't Urban's gig. Meanwhile, Nagy, a longtime NFL scout, hired in February to kind of bring his professional expertise to Oklahoma's front office. That's what we have now in college football. Bridging that gap between NFL evaluation, quite simply, how much do you pay guys for their ability, and college football's, let's just call them challenges. Nagy said in response to Urban, there's no succinct way to sum it up because there are a lot of parts to the job, but really I'm here more than anything to help the coaching staff, help build the roster, streamline the process. Everyone says they're trying to go to an NFL model, and yes, my background's in the NFL. I've never worked in college football before, but I think there are some process things we brought to Oklahoma. They're going to help the evaluation process, certainly the valuation process. We've never really had to value players. Meyer, yeah, that's not for me. I'll talk. How many millions are we talking about, and what kind of workload are we talking? Wait, stop now. Rusty nail, anyone? We'll come back with a football fix. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Shane Van Gisbergen sweeps the weekend, winning both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series races on the streets of downtown Chicago. He picked up his second victory of the season yesterday on the Chicago street courts. Coming up, they'll race in Sonoma in the Toyota Save Mart 350. Shane Van Gisbergen in the playoffs with his two victories. He's 40-1 to win the Cup title. The Braves drop a 2-1 decision yesterday to the Orioles. Baltimore sweeps the series. Off day for the Braves. They host the A's tomorrow. Shane Bonds of the mound for the Rays today. $1.32 road favorite at the Detroit Tigers, 9 under the total. Score $500 in rewards with the G-Bank First Bet VSiN Trifecta. Details at vsin.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
When your plumbing backs up, your septic's acting shady, or your AC quits on a 95-degree day, who are you going to call? Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Don't take just our word for it. Here's what real customers are saying about their experience with our company.
Megan in the office was so helpful and polite. Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Hacker here, and with 4th of July in the rearview mirror now, all eyes are pointing towards Labor Day and football season. How would you like to drop some weight prior to football season's arrival? Well, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is your answer. Back in February of 2024, I weighed 317 pounds. In just a couple of short weeks, I was down almost 40 pounds thanks to the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It's that quick. The coaching you get, the information you get, it's all perfect with Awaken 180 Weight Loss, and they can change your life very, very quickly. If it's time for you to lose weight like it was for me, do yourself a favor and go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800. Take it from me, a guy that failed in numerous diet programs over the years. I succeeded with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If I can do it, you can do it. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast, but Terminix subtracts them faster because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Hicken here. I've been around the block or two, and Checkmate Coatings is who I'd call for my own place. They're my new MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors.
Brendan here with Checkmate Coatings. No massive overhead means top prices on top-quality pool decks, driveways, garages, and patios, too.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com today. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
It's the Gator Podcast Channel with Frank Frangie and me, Dan Hicken, on all things Gators. Hacker and Denny Thompson have Gator Bites, and you can find them wherever you find podcasts or at 1010XL.com. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Tired of high energy bills? Well, replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. Don't miss Renewal by Anderson's summer sale. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th one free. No money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires July 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Beer, water, beer. That's a pretty good game plan when it comes to battling the summer heat. When you hit the beach, fishing hole, or golf course, make sure you hydrate. Anheuser-Busch is always up for a good time. Just remember to drink responsibly.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Over the weekend, we can welcome to God's big old world Daphne Rain Tebow. Tim Tebow is officially a girl dad after he and his wife, Demi Leigh Tebow, welcomed Daphne to the family. I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday, but the announcement came yesterday via social media. As to the name Daphne Rain, Demi shared that Daphne comes from her grandmother's sister, who stepped in as a grandma figure and was the epitome of grit and grace, while Rain is inspired by a precious little girl Tim and I have loved deeply for years. Tim and his wife are, man, doing God's work, bro. And fortunate enough to be a part of some events over the course of the year that really detail the commitment that they have and this just despicable trafficking that goes on not just all over the world, but on the west side of Jacksonville, man. And it's just evil. There is evil out there, and that's at least two of them that are picking up that sword, man, every day. Actions match the words when it comes to those two. And so welcome their now expanding family with a baby daughter born over the weekend. So Tim Tebow now, girl dad. Ben Shelton, the former Gator, is on into the quarterfinals at Wimbledon. He won yesterday. Yannick Sinner, the top seed, got such a break, man. I'm pretty sure that's who Shelton gets next. And he may get him. Sinner has no business still being in the tournament this morning. He was down 2 sets to love to Dimitrov and was down 2-0, I believe, in the third set. And Dimitrov on a serve, you can see him. He reaches up with his right arm and blasts a serve, and he like pulls a pectoral muscle or something, man. He immediately goes down. But yeah, he was on his way out. Sinner was on his way out, man. He was getting just blistered, caught a huge, terrible break for Dimitrov. That's the only reason Sinner's alive today. So we'll see how Shelton does against him down to the 8. I think Shelton's been to one Grand Slam Final 4, I think. Don't quote me on that. I think he's been a semifinalist. Wasn't he at the U.S. Open? Anywho, Walter Clayton Jr. in his Summer League debut continues. They played again last night. Boy, it was another guard, though, that stole the show for Utah. Now, not that Clayton wasn't solid again last night. He was. He's coming off the bench in these first 2 games, and you can see that well, I don't know if you can see. It would seem that he is focusing on his the playmaking side of his game because he's been more of a distributor than really a scorer. He did hit, I told you, the go-ahead jumper in his debut. But last night, the story was another one of the backcourt makes there. This guy, Bryce Sensabaugh, he started, played 27 minutes, scored 37 points last night, 6 of 9 from 3. So, yeah, a battle for playing time. Meanwhile, Clayton got 24 minutes, 1 for 3 from 3, only shot it 4 times, but he did have 6 assists. But he turned it over 6 times as well. Good on the plus-minus, and another just solid. It's a good spot, as we said, when he was drafted there. How he emerges on the depth chart remains to be seen. But certainly not a bad start at all for Walter Clayton. One of Clayton's old teammates is in the news, and it's not one of the big superstars. It's Oliver Ryu. He is that big 7'9", Guinness Book of World Records, tallest teenager ever. Signed as a prospect by the University of Florida, developmental to say the least, get some weight and some skill. Well, he's playing for Canada in the under 19 World Games, FIBA under 19 World Games. He was actually a starter for Canada. He's still in development. Saw nothing in the under 19 that will indicate he will have a minute of playing time, but still there's enough there that people, he started for Canada, but he is 7'9", growing people can be, he's not super coordinated, man.
Yeah, real bulky.
Just kind of like side to side, man. I guess another 7-footer, wasn't exactly speedy, and he went right around him. Now, I saw like some of that Gator concepts, they love, let those guards drive, and they kind of seal. It's kind of like a hidden illegal screen almost.
All right.
And those big guys will kind of seal the lane. I got a back, like they're boxing out almost, and then the guard will come around them, and it leads to some putback attempts. And so he had a couple of those and added a few rebounds. It wasn't terrible, but if you were looking for the 7'9" guy to show you something that would say, wow, he might play this year, yeah, I don't think so. And on the recruiting trail, just one more little bit of Gator news here. On the recruiting trail, Malik Morris, a linebacker, reading up here in the break, additionally on him, ESPN has him the number 2 linebacker in the country. So, and I believe it's the first linebacker commit of the Florida class, I believe. So, just a little smattering of Gator news there from a bunch of different areas. Man, I don't like when I see one former Jaguar's name in the headlines.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't, it never ends good. There's one former Jaguar. I don't like to see him go anywhere near unhinged on social media.
Oh, man, yeah.
There's a former Jaguar my heart aches for, man. Just get right and with the right people around. And it's just, it just seems like there's always something waiting around the corner for Telvin Smith, doesn't there?
Every time.
Played for the Jags 2014 to 2018. He's had previous incidents with the law. He's had 3 years of probation for what they call child abuse. I believe, wasn't that like a relationship with an underage girl? I think that's the same one, right? Didn't he hole up? We had SWAT out at his house at one point. Played for the Jaguars, as I said, for 5 years. On that 3-year probation. He's now arrested last Thursday, going into the holiday weekend, for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to the arrest report, he was at his Queens Harbor home July 3rd when a landscaper approached him in what a witness described as an attempt to solicit lawn care services. Police said Smith told the man to get off his property and that he had, quote, 3 seconds to start running. The man then turned around and started to walk away with his hands in the air. The victim told police as he was walking away, Smith began counting down from 3, then doing something that made the victim run when he reached 1. Now, whatever that action was redacted. According to a report, a witness told police she heard a loud bang and went to find her husband, who hadn't heard the noise but spoke with the landscaper prior to him approaching Telvin's house. The report states that police found a discharged handgun on Smith when he was arrested. Yeah, I don't know how y'all deal with solicitors when they knock on your door. They're bound to come once or twice a week. Pulling out the gun, firing in the air or any other place, not the right way to handle it. Particularly if you found yourself maybe in trouble with the law at any point. I would also say this to any of you Googans who've been on probation at any point. That's probably one more layer of, don't shoot the gun, if that's indeed what happened. But when you get charged with assault with a deadly weapon, I'm having a hard time coming up with another scenario. But I can't. I mean, it's just every news item with Telvin is ain't good, feels like. All righty, let's fire the band, Football Fix, see if we can get a couple of news and notes in there. The NFL world is feeling the effects, among others, for just got this national weather catastrophe in Texas. I think the lives lost count is now over 100 in the state of Texas from those devastating flash floods that just swept through the hill country of Texas over the holiday weekend. Just terrible, terrible stories. Also, great stories of survival, really not to be told yet, but just so many innocents just swept away.
Unfortunate, man.
On to the NFL part of it. The Chiefs owner, 9-year-old cousin, died in the Texas floods. Again, at least 100. I saw that both the Cowboys and the Texans are donating to and the NFL in addition will donate to the Texas flood recovery and yeah, just I mean, I'm sure there are still a bunch of people deep in prayer with people missing that you hope could still be alive, washed down somewhere. Just I was thinking about this too, E. You know, people will consider like living in Florida or coastline is dangerous, right?
Yeah.
I mean, tell me a hurricane. When's the last hurricane that took 100 lives?
I know, right?
Did Andrew take 100? I mean, I don't. How many lives are lost in hurricanes? Not very many, isn't it? Just a handful usually, and a handful's too many. Don't get me wrong, but just think about that. I bet you we have to add up. I don't know how many of our previous hurricanes we'd have to add up to reach that level of fatalities, man. Just an awful story. Let me end it a little bit lighter. Uniform guy here. So this headline caught my eye. The 15 NFL teams that will be getting a new helmet or uniform for 2025. That means nearly 50% of NFL teams will be getting at least one new uniform for the season. Man, they're unveiling them left and right. Now, look, these aren't new uniforms that, like, hang them in the closet. They're wearing them every week. But they have so many alternates. And, like, here, what do we love? We love that Prowler, right? Let's bring that Prowler jersey back. The Commanders' new alternate uniform and helmet. We'll get a debut on that coming up this week. Chargers, Bucks, Browns, Steelers alternate uniform and helmet. Let's hope it's not that ugly, like, the one they wear that it looks like bumblebees.
The ugly one.
Yeah, don't do that one. Saints will have one. Packers, Seahawks. These will all be unveiled here in the next couple of weeks, and those aren't the only 8 teams that will be getting a new alternate uniform. Actually, 15 teams. The other new uniforms are going to be unveiled this year as part of the NFL's Rivalries program. Huh? What is that? Takes the NFL's Color Rush campaign from a few years ago, but with a twist over the next 4 years, one NFC division and one AFC division per year will debut new Rivalries uniforms. This year, it's the AFC East and the NFC West. So they'll be getting new rivalry uniforms for 2025. Don't know the release dates on those. So if you're wondering, by the way, next year, AFC South. It's their rivalry uniforms. And I think back to our Color Rush days, and my face gets that kind of like throw up in your mouth kind of look, right? Do not bring back those all mustard looking things. Good grief, man. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. We got Sharks tickets, ET?
We got Sharks tickets.
All right, good. You can call up Con, come courteous, and take home some of those. As always, Football Fix brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks. Two home games left before we get to the playoffs. And by the home course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. We'll see you on the course, the home course.
The radio station with special skills.
With these powers, I could be
Jaguars, Gators,
sports talk for Jacksonville. A superhero!
1010 XL, Jacksonville Sports Superstation.
It's Mike Dempsey, and now's the time to get your roof hurricane ready with Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacks Beach. Look, our rainy season is no joke, and if your roof's got damage, leaks, or it's just plain worn out, don't wait. Apex is local, dependable, and will show up on time using only premium materials with ironclad warranties. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work you can trust. Skip the storm season scramble. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacks Beach or visit apexroofingfl.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, it's Joe C. Summer in Jacksonville means the sun is hot, the grills are fired up, and your water heater probably full of sludge.
Nah, not mine.
Think, when was the last time you flushed your water heater out? It's okay, you can say it.
Probably never.
Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan.
They sure don't make them like they used to.
So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059 or at plumberandjacks.com. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily's Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily's Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily's Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily's Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Look, when it comes to glass needs around the home, there's one name I trust, Lee and Kate's. It's local, family-owned, and they've been part of our community since 1926. They've taken great care of me over the years, and I know they'll do the same for you. Visit leeandkatesglass.com.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius. Or two half geniuses and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Get ready. The Jacksonville Rock Orchestra brings to life the magic of Fleetwood Mac. Like you've never heard it before. A 27-piece symphony fused with a full rock band, performing timeless hits like Rhiannon, Dreams, and You Make Loving Fun. One night only, July 11th at the historic Florida Theater. Get tickets today at floridatheater.com.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Hal Sutton when he famously said, "Be the right club today"? Well, that's what Coil Fencing delivers. The right fence today. And they've been delivering the right fencing for both commercial and residential properties for nearly 100 years. If you're in the market for a new fence, call Coil & Sons today at 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
Need the right tools for the job without the full-time price tag? Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach is what you need when you need it. From heavy machinery for commercial projects to weekend projects at the house, we've got you covered. We've been serving Jacks for 50 years. Visit Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach, just behind Aqua East Surf Shop, or call today. We also have event rentals too. Tucker Equipment Rentals. Tools you need without the price tag of purchasing.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. Jaguars' Josh Hines Allen is all in on the new vibe in Duval. He says head coach Liam Cohen is building a culture that's competitive, fun, and all about doing things the right way.
Doing what you're supposed to do. I think Coach Cohen is in again for successful offenses, and you can tell he has that demeanor.
On the recruiting trail, Lakeland's Malik Morris, the number 2 linebacker in the country per ESPN, committed to the Florida Gators over Miami and Texas A&M, locking in a major in-state win for head coach Billy Napier. And around our state on the diamond, Detroit Arms were lights out, combining for a 5-hitter in a 4-1 win over the Tampa Rays. Meanwhile, the Miami Marlins rallied past the Reds, pushing their road win streak to 10, a new franchise high. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Tuesday. Woo!
Got some crunch.
Time to rock the boat. Yeah.
No voting today.
No voting. This is July. It's America. Woo! Back in action. Ready to roll. Excited to be here. Break it all down for you.
Sure.
We'll talk a lot about the Elmira Pioneers today.
Did you check them out? Huh?
The Auburn Doubledays.
Oh.
The Newark Pilots.
Gonna break all that down for you guys.
Did you go to one of those Met Yankee games?
3 hours of that. No, negative.
I wondered if you ran over that way.
No, that's more than a run. That's a jaunt. Great to be here. Back from upstate New York.
How's the weather? Was it cool?
It was a couple warm days, couple nice, beautiful days. So it just depends. It's gotten hot.
When you go, summer's hot everywhere, but the difference is just for a short amount of time.
The humidity is so different.
It's not 74
You get
days
off the
in a row.
plane back in the south and you get the soup.
For sure.
Which is great. Just one travel observation.
Oh. Do tell.
Going through Atlanta like everyone does. Shout out to the Atlanta airport, Hartsfield International, I believe it's called.
Yeah, it is. The busiest one in the world.
Yeah, there's nothing like getting off in the B concourse and having to get to the T concourse. Ooh. Atlanta makes it very easy, though. All you have to do is get down on the
subway.
Yeah, the trams.
The trams,
yeah, real easy. You go down to the tram and you get step on it, and they say, ladies and gentlemen, a tram is going to be down for at least another 10 minutes. You might want to walk.
Yeah, it's a long walk.
No big deal. I can get in my steps. Off we go. But thousands and thousands of people are walking, and it's just some protocols when you're walking and with a lot of people. And if you're going to walk, it's kind of like driving. And, of course, people don't pay attention or heed to it. So when you're walking, like, for example, if you're going on the conveyor belt, and listen, also, let's keep in mind that a lot of people are hustling to make connectors.
Correct.
Right? You want to make that connector so badly. You're always late, almost always in the airline industry. You have X amount of minutes. Sometimes you got to speed up. Those who got to speed up like to take the conveyor belts because it's a little bit faster and you can kind of jog along the conveyor belt and you're moving at a pretty good clip.
Sure.
Now,
I always thought they should have made those conveyor belts wider.
Well, they should have, but they didn't. So if you're going to stand on the conveyor belt, you stand to the right, and then on the left side,
walk by.
You walk by.
Gotcha.
But no, not
that's a pretty easy one.
Not stupid people. Stupid people choose to stand on both sides, and then I just come up and say, "Excuse me," and whip through both of them. I wasn't in that much of a hurry, but I like to walk. I'm not sitting there on the conveyor belt. I'm not going to stop because you've decided to walk. And then through the crowd, as you walk through the crowd as well, again, same thing, same concept. It's not difficult here to grasp. If you're going to walk slower, like me, I'm not a fast walker.
Spatial awareness.
A lot of spatial awareness troubles. Oh, boy. A lot of people. A lot of.
It's a busy place. I can see a lot of spatial.
Not good. Not
conflicts.
There was some
in Atlanta.
A lot of conflicts along the way. So
I like to eat at that little where you get those little Mexican bowls. That's where I like to go.
Okay, all right.
What's that called? Qdoba? Is that it? Up there in Atlanta. That's where I always go. There's like two things I always do that in Atlanta. When I go to the mall, I always go to that little like teriyaki griddle joint.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But that was it. That was the main.
Well, I mean, if getting held up on the walking sidewalk was the worst of it, I'd say you had a pretty good trip.
Spent a lot of good time in the Rochester International Airport.
Okay,
so that's a lovely place.
Teeming.
And, met a good Guggen up there who was visiting his in-laws. He lives in Atlanta now, but still listens. So shout out to him.
That's so funny you say that because I had a guy come up to Stacy and I after church on Sunday. And he was a younger kid, and he lived in Atlanta, and he was down back home. And then he proceeded to show me their group chat. They have a drill group chat.
Oh, very good.
Him and all his buddies that are here.
Wonderful.
So that was great.
Shout out to the group chat.
Sorry, Dan's not here.
Shout out. But yeah, so overall good times and got to see some good, baseball. Got to Watkins Glen State Park. Terrific place. Beautiful country. Very underrated, ladies and gentlemen. If you like the outdoors, upstate New York, gorgeous. 4th of July, America at the up on the mountain, watching it overlook the valley and all the fireworks in the different places. Also learned that the bobcats all scream at the same time. It's very, very disconcerting.
Nothing like those parakeets down in Puerto Rico, Frank.
Hey, you like those bobcats about 9 o'clock as it turns dark, just screaming at the top of their lungs?
He ain't rocking with no bobcats.
Yeah, you don't want to run into any of those bobcats. We had beautiful deer and chipmunks and all kinds of wild turkeys, all kinds of great animals out there. So good times had by all, and got to see some good hardball as well. So, but good to be back, ready to roll, ready to rock, ready to do things, ready to get Dreamfinders Homes. A poll question. I am a walking college football encyclopedia. I bought the Lindy's for the plane ride and devoured that.
You're the one.
I'm the guy. I bought it. You darn right I did.
Internet was down.
I read a book and I devoured the college football magazine. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so right now you're a college football expert.
Oh, I'm an expert, man.
You got depth chart stuff.
I am
He's ready to tell me who the quarterback is at Missouri.
Ask me anything.
He's ready to go.
Ask me anything. And let me throw you. My Family Feud's on.
Oh,
Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes.
What the world was that all about?
Offering an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate right now on limited homes, select move-in ready homes throughout Jacksonville. 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Thank you, E. Good to see you again, my friend.
Ow!
Everything good with you? Did you have a happy birthday?
Oh, I was Gucci. Yes, sir.
Big 49, man.
Oh, come on, man. Don't put that on me yet.
Oh, no.
No, man.
49. I'm off?
39, bro.
39.
Come
I knew
on,
it was
man.
close. I was close.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. I was right around it, right? Which of these programs are you most confident will go over their projected wins total yesterday? I saw Brett McMurphy laid out all the over-under numbers on the Power Fours.
Okay.
And so I have the 4 in the state that I mentioned. The Gators got a 7.5. That's their 7.5. It's up a little bit, but that's the
good number.
over-under number.
If you could have got it at 6.5 back in the day, I would have advised.
That will probably be the Tomahawk steak bet, of which I'm still owed one by my friend Bubba.
Wow. Tomahawk's a good steak, man. Tomahawk. What are you waiting on?
What is he waiting on? Shout out to Bubba. We need the Tomahawk.
I don't even know who Bubba is.
Bubba's an old-time fraternity brother. Good man.
All right.
The U has a tougher one. That's a 9. A 9er.
Yeah, but they also have a way easier schedule.
That's correct. FSU, 7. 7 for the Noles.
I mean, listen, these numbers, you could probably find some holes in them back in March. Those 3 numbers are dead on, all 3 of them. I don't want a piece of any of those.
Yeah.
So I don't trust. So far, I'm looking for a trustworthy number. I haven't found one.
Well, I'll give you one more, and that's UCF.
Sure.
That's 5.5 with Scott Frost back.
Yeah.
But I don't know a whole lot
Big
about
12,
UCF.
You know, they're not just running through that, Tulane anymore. Well, Tulane's decent. They're not running through the old conference.
Yeah. So anyway, Florida 7.5, Miami 9, FSU 7, UCF 5.5.
I think I'd go see
Which of these programs are you most confident will go over their projected wins totals? We have almost 400 votes in here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just not most confident. I think
most confident.
Yeah, I think Miami. I think at worst lands on their number. So because without the half, they seem the safest. You can get a tie.
Okay.
You know, the ones with the halves, you don't get a tie. And those
you
are
got to
tough.
get to 8 if you're Florida. You got to get to 10 if you're Miami. You got to get to 8 if you're FSU. You got to get to 6 if you're UCF.
The difference,
That's
though,
to go over.
Yeah, the difference, if you go 7 for Florida, you lose. Whereas if you go 9 for Miami, it's not a loss.
Question is, which are you most confident will go over their projected win total? Over their projected win total, ladies and gentlemen.
Confident is a loaded word here, buddy. I'm sight unseen. I'm gonna take the low number and the less. I'm in UCF. I mean, for Billy Napier's sake, it better be over.
Yeah.
I think Florida goes over. I do. I think Florida is 8. I do. In Miami, I think they all go over except FSU. I'm not as sure about them.
Yeah, just to be safe, I got to go with UCF at 5.5. Okay, they got to get 6 wins.
I mean, they got Scott Frost back, so you would like to hope there'd be some juice. Of course, it's a whole different. You know, he goes back to the league, a kind of league that he left, and he didn't do good at Nebraska.
Well, right now, 47% have chosen Florida at 7.5, 23% have chosen UCF at 5.5, 21% FSU, and only 9% Miami at 9. I guess that's a high number. It's brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you for all your homeowner information. You young first-time homeowners, take advantage now.
I will say this about Miami that scares you. It's not, you can look at, they play Notre Dame, they play Florida. They miss Clemson, don't they? Anyway, Notre Dame, Florida, FSU isn't what FSU has been. But here's one thing Miami will do. They are not afraid to lose at home to Virginia or go lose at Syracuse or Georgia Tech, or they are more susceptible, to one of those losses than, not more than the teams you were talking about here, but more than those playoff contenders, of which they would also like to think they are one.
Yes. So, we'll see. And then we'll get into some college football talk today SEC Media Days are next week, I believe, right?
Sure. It's coming fast. The Jaguars break camp a week from Saturday, for Pete's sake.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
It's here. It's coming on fast. I'm in uncharted waters this morning, literally.
What's that?
Mr. P's going bye-bye today.
Today's the day.
She's going on a big vacation with her mom and her sisters and our daughter. Big women. It's kind of like their version, I guess, of us going to the World Series. Only when I went to the World Series, Dan, I don't remember being gone 12 days.
12 days. She's
and it's dawned on me. Listen, I got a little secret. The guys, I got hallelujah, amen. Just about every one of you driving around out there has been married longer than 10 minutes. You'd happily take a little 3-day weekend, wouldn't you? Maybe 4. Let her get away for 4. And so that's how you initially received news that, oh, gosh, I'm really going to miss you. Going to be out of town for how long again? 12, though, Hick? That's pushing it a little bit, man.
Well, a couple questions.
Yeah. By the way, 12 will be by a mile the longest with that we would have been apart in some 30 years now.
Yeah. Did what's in the refrigerator? Is it stocked? And did she cook up some vittles for you?
She offered to do all those things, and I just said, don't bother.
That's a big mistake.
No, it's not, because I'm not a home eater, bro.
Yeah, but it's nice to have. I mean, because Regs just did this now, and and so I said absolutely, yeah. And so there was a bunch of, and it just helps, like on a, it's lunchtime, let me grab something, or
that's not how I eat.
Dinner, and I don't feel like going to get something.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
So that's critical. But
yeah,
so you'll be eating out and a lot.
Well, no, I'll go to the store and I'll get what I want.
Oh, you'll go to the store,
100%.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind.
I don't do that.
See, I'm not. I don't
know the grocery store.
I will get up on the weekend sometime while everyone's sleeping and go do the shopping for the family.
That's different.
I don't mind the grocery store. In fact, I kind of look forward to going to the grocery store with no filter. I'm gonna get all kinds of terrible things. Dan.
Okay, all right.
Great.
All right, so there you go. So that's a little different.
That one doesn't.
All right.
But don't get me wrong. There are, however, 1,000 other things.
Yeah.
That she does just outside of the the personal part.
Oh,
the 12 days it's going to add up.
Yeah, you're going to notice like, oh, this isn't working for me at some point, because you have a certain routine with your wife. She's your best friend. She's and when they're gone, you notice it. Like my house was a train, and then I had an extra dog.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
It was
making a mess everywhere.
I got ill, and it was this is 2 weeks ago before I went away, and it was like, good gracious, this is not. I told her never again. This is way too long. So but she has never done this, so this is good for her.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, there's no misgivings about it. But yeah, I it is dawning on me just how long that's going to be.
Are they out of here like this morning?
They leave today. They leave today.
Have they already left? Or
no, they're leaving
early flights, or are they going overnight?
Middle of the day. They fly from here to Philly, and then they fly overnight Philly to Portugal. Or as I like to say, Portugal.
I like to say Portugal.
Correct. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, and look, like I said, here this is also plays in for me. All right. I got a low maintenance situation here where if I want to play golf, I play golf. I don't get much blowback on the things that I want to do. I don't do them all the time. I'm not going and doing 6-7 days a week. But if there's something that I want to do that most of us, I'm going to do that while she's gone. I don't have those things.
Okay.
In other words, like, some people's wife could go away for 4 days. That means, good, I get to play golf 4 days in a row. Right. I could do that 4 days in a row if I wanted to. That didn't matter.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you've got me, second guessing my food decisions. She was taking orders yesterday. I'm just like, nah, just pack. You're good.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So there we go.
That'll work out. You go to the grocery store.
Well, I
don't go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I'm taking anyway. The next travail we'll discuss next week. That's coming at the end of next week.
So, rumor has it there was a funeral this week?
Yeah, no rumor. Yeah, and it was just, I mean, look, I rightfully, I've never been more right. We often say this team sucks, man. They got no heart. They showed it from the beginning, and finally a heart failure did them in.
Yeah.
They were born, March 27th with a pea-sized heart. Never grew. And after months of life, so they leave behind Ronald Acuna Jr. in a mess. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, a total, this guy Snitker has done more harm and damage in the 3 years since they won the World Series as he did luck boxing it to the title that year.
Luck boxing.
Luck box, bro.
Oh, no.
Think about it. Rosario, Soler, Peterson, they're your MVPs in the playoffs. And then a bullpen that just didn't give up a run for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They luck boxed. And now they're left with all the soft shells and all the men who won that, the Freemans and Swansons and Darnos and Solers and Rosarios. And they're all gone.
All left.
So, yeah, we leave behind. Honestly, I'm say this as true as gold.
Yeah.
I would keep 4 players on the team. I don't care more than other. There are 4 players on the baseball team that I would keep.
Yeah.
And if you reshuffled the entire lot, which they can't because they're long term with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
But I would keep Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yeah.
I would keep Drake Baldwin. I would keep Spencer Strider. And I would keep Spencer Schwellenbach. And every other player on the whole freaking 40-man can go to hockey sticks.
Sale. What about Sale?
Sale can go.
Can go.
Okay.
Sailing. Yeah, Sail will be. Listen, Sail
away.
can go win 15 for somebody else in the regular season, then no show the playoffs because he's frail.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so Chris Frail, can't have him. Dude dove off the mound for a grounder and is going to miss 90 days, Dan. Who does that?
Ouch.
What little leaguer wouldn't play in a week? No heart, man. There's no heart in that locker room at all. So, yeah, we dead and buried him yesterday. I didn't give him a coffin, though.
No.
I dug a hole and kicked him in.
Come right in.
That's right.
Was there a uprising here like there was in the Hicken household over the Juan Soto snub of the All-Star game?
I did. In fairness, I mentioned, but I didn't do it from the Met perspective. I did it from baseball. Just amazes you with their
Stupidity.
dumbness every day.
Yeah.
Juan Soto's the kind of guy you put in the All-Star game,
even if he's having like a down year.
and he's not even having a down year. You're a bunch of morons.
Yeah.
That poor kid for Chicago leads the majors in RBIs.
Yeah.
But let's talk about James Wood.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Matt Olson shouldn't be on the All-Star team. There's one. Kick him off.
There's a few that, and it's
Well,
like,
they're using the excuse of every team has to have a player.
Yeah.
There's still room to get those guys on even with that.
And you're waiting for some guys to pull out or whatever.
guess.
But if I was Soto, I'd say, nah, you
I
guys
would
didn't
too.
vote me in. I'm going to go to the Dominican.
I would too.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'll sit on the beach for 4 days.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
It's easier. Yeah. Yeah.
And I bet you today's athletes, as much money as they make, would rather not make the game and just go get a break.
Probably.
Might be a hoove you.
Yeah. And to his credit, he handled it. I guess I got to play better. I mean, he was the best player in baseball in June. But
I mean, you could argue against him being on the team.
Yeah.
That's fair. But that's what the All-Star game is for Juan Soto to play, not,
yeah. That's
Justin
what you want to
Giroux from the, White Sox or whoever.
Yeah. Yeah. Every team needs a rep.
So, the outcry wasn't fierce, but it was really I think
there were other ones,
Suzuki for the Cubs. They're having a great year. This guy's got 75 ribs, is it?
Oh, where that came from. I looked up the other day.
Couldn't believe it
Sunday
either.
Night Baseball. I said 25, 75?
Right.
Ooh, what?
Same thing. How's he not in the game?
I mean, Taylor Dahl hasn't mentioned him one time in our baseball chats.
Yeah.
So, it was always about Tucker.
Yeah, to the point I thought it was or Crow Armstrong.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and so I this whole time thought the Suzuki was one of those other Suzukis that's been around for 8 years.
Yeah, and then you look up and you look up and you see that the Dodgers must have ran off a bunch of wins because all of a sudden they were like 20-some games over 500, and then they fell on hard times. They got swept by the Astros. They got beat last night by the Brewers. We'll talk some baseball. Talk some Jags as well. Saw some, again, that's some thoughts about the Jags. We'll do that as well. We're just warming up. It's a Super Tuesday edition of The Drill here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Fun thing to do is to root for guys that, went to your school and maybe not in the, marquee sports. So that's Ben Shelton. I love Ben Shelton. Ben Shelton won the Gators a natty in tennis. You're learning about him now as he's gone pro. His dad was Brian Shelton, who's also his coach. He was the coach at the University of Florida when Ben and the Gators won a national championship. He left to go with his son, and 31 years ago, Brian Shelton made it all the way, I guess, to the quarters of Wimbledon. Well, now Ben Shelton can go one step farther. Ben Shelton is a great story. He's dating Dennis Rodman's daughter. It's really some cool stuff going on, and he's a fun player to watch. He's emotional on the court, and he draws the number one player in the world who's got some injury issues of his own. He may not even be able to go, so we'll see what Ben Shelton, the guy to root for across the pond.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. From sunup to sundown.
When the sun goes down,
Nobody covers the Jaguars like 1010XL.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air. keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowdine Associates. Hicken here. Dr. Bowdine and his expert team bring you the latest options. Evo implantable caliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK, tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? I bet you are. Call now or visit Bowdine.com and get that free screening. Bowdine Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Don't just stand there. Everything you need to turn $1 into an epic win is in your hand. Hard Rock Bet. Bet it, parlay it, boost it, however you want to do it. From wherever you are to the moon. Bet anytime a line, prop, or parlay catches your eye. And withdraw cash when you want it. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
The Combine, free agency, the draft.
We're professionals. We have a job to do, a season to plan.
Follow the road to the regular season with AA Automotive on Richard Street. Family run since 1954 and 1010XL.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
ET here, and if you've ever been injured in an accident, visit my buddy Dr. McGowan at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. You have 14 days to see a doctor and protect your insurance benefits, even if you're at fault. And no matter what you hear, you have the right to choose your own doctor. So I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. Their auto experts will guide you in every step of the way to ensure the care that you need. Your recovery starts with McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hacker here, and guess what my scale reads? 195 pounds. I'm shocked seeing that number, but it's there every month. The weight is staying off after dropping 122 pounds. Absolutely life-changing. Awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out prize pack. He says consistently it's razzle dazzle. What are you dazzling them with today?
I'm dazzling them with a pair of tickets to check out the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. They're facing Norfolk this week for a 6-game series. One lucky winner can win a pair of tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill. Come on, somebody. Oh.
Do you know, I saw that ESPN's ranking like each position. You saw that, right?
I did.
What they do, defensive tackles.
I haven't seen. I saw a running back.
Yeah.
DTs are today. So that,
Okay.
but the only one, the first group
was the running backs.
Was running backs.
Is that yesterday? Okay.
Yeah.
So it again.
And the DT just dropped.
Yeah.
An hour ago.
Yeah,
so
we have no DTs or running backs.
I already went through the list.
Yeah.
We're only going to show up in 2 spots.
Yes.
Unless they do kickers.
And that becomes the concern with this franchise. Like, again, and this is why back in free agency, my thought was I'd rather spend the money on a star as opposed to, and I know they wanted to beef up their bottom of their roster, blah blah blah, and that's fine. They can do it. They got a plan, and we deserve. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt going forward. But and you do have to build through the draft. I'm not saying go crazy in free agency or anything like that. But I would rather, instead of adding 5 guys you feel great about, and this roster probably needed it, I would rather add one. Because in the end, players play the game. The difference makers make the difference. We got to get those types of guys.
Well, listen, these kind of lists are very subjective. I was looking after the 2022 season, ETN was like 4 or 5. So I mean, it can vary.
They are subjective, but there's no doubt.
Not subjective. They just come. They vary up and down based on.
But there's no doubt that right now we don't have a top 10 running
and
back.
the problem, and I don't know if there's no doubt we don't have a top 10 running back. There's no doubt we don't have a top 10 offensive lineman, and there are 5 guys up there. There are 3 positions represented.
Mm-hmm.
The O-line is a problem, man.
Yeah.
They'll never be any good if we don't have somebody who is in the top 10 at one of these positions.
Yeah.
That's only a third of the league, by the way.
Right.
Team-wise. Now, granted, you got multiple positions.
Sure.
But the Jaguars will save you the trouble. Brian Thomas Jr. will show up as a top 10 player at his position, and Josh Hines-Allen will show up as a top 10 player. No one else will unless they do punters and kickers. Honestly,
that's correct.
No one else on this team will even threaten be considered a top 10 at their position. That's pitiful. But we can't. That also has nothing to do with the 2025 Jags, who are just completely new.
Yeah.
Nobody there is responsible for any of that.
Yeah.
On the building side.
Right.
The players, sure.
Right.
One thing that I feel better about every day that I go is that you had to be incredibly mismanaged, injury prone, bad luck to death for this team to have 4 wins. They are much better. If you get a right coach, you're just pushing the buttons.
Yes.
You'll win 7 just getting out of bed.
Correct.
So, and that gives you a much better, I said this earlier, there aren't many 4-win teams in NFL history that have as much genuine optimism, realistic optimism as this one has.
Yes.
It's not a huge, crazy stretch for this team to win 9 or 10 and go back to the playoffs. That's not a big leap. There are other 4-win teams right no way. They're 2 years away, not 1.
Yeah, I think it is a big stretch to get to 10.
Yeah.
Oof. I'm more at the 7
I hear
range.
you. That's all.
And the reason I am is because of lists like that.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
That's the reality lists that come back to us, and then he gets mad at me because I'm a downer, and he's got us with, 13?
12.
14 wins?
12 wins, bro. 12 and 5.
12 and 5. I hope he's right. And then we have the exciting. What was the bet, E, with the 4-0 and 0-4?
Yeah, if I went, you said
I'll gladly spin the wheel if the Jags go 4-0. Right,
correct.
That's mine.
Yep.
And if they go 0-4, you spin the wheel.
Correct.
Okay.
But they're going to win week 1, so I already know I'm in there.
Yeah. God help us if they don't.
The truth is, those are two really safe bets.
Yes.
Nobody goes 0-4 or 4-0.
Oh, don't ever say that. Don't say that.
This team goes 0-4, then
Don't say that.
I'm shocked, and I'm firing guys after one month.
I'm with you. If we go 0-4,
0-4, you guys can take a hike, man. We did it wrong. Pacelli, I'll be calling him every day. 0-4. Kidding me? You got to answer for this nonsense. They won't be 0-4.
No.
I think the offense will be a top 10 offense. Yeah. No matter how the line, they'll maneuver that line. What they won't do is run the same JAs week after week after week after week who aren't performing.
Right.
They'll try something. They'll do something. They'll change the offense so that the failures won't show up as much. I mean, Dougie P, man, he put in a system. That was it. And he ran it for 3 years, buddy.
Yeah.
There were no adjustments. There was no nothing.
Oh.
We're running the same. Y'all see what we ran 2 years ago? This formation? Well, here it comes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm told. I'm not a doctor enough to know that.
But the reality is, and again, you see guys like, I tell you, man, you think about those Baltimore Ravens. I mean, Lamar, if not now, when? Dude. Dude. I mean, you better tell Gritty to get his guy going here in the postseason. It doesn't matter what those guys do in the regular season, but they went and got the corner from the Packers.
Jair.
Have you looked at their
D-Hop?
Yeah, have you looked at their secondary?
Oh yeah, they're loaded.
My goodness gracious, man.
As y'all know more than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, it's hard to win a Super Bowl and not everybody's going to win it. There's great quarterbacks that won't win it.
I'm with Hick, and I'm this big Lamar backer. I don't want to use the word apologist. You don't apologize for being a multiple MVP and taking your team into a good position. But the problem that I have with Lamar and watching is that I feel like if he plays like these other great quarterbacks, they would have won the games they lost.
Right.
It's not like he's leaving. Like Josh Allen has these playoff games where he throws 4 touchdowns and 380 yards, and they lose. That's not happening in the Ravens' losses. Lamar is failing one way or the other.
Lamar is 3-5, I think, in the postseason.
The last game, Lamar didn't fail him though. Remember, it was the tight end that was dropping the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
It was.
But that's just one example, and that wasn't exactly the AFC title game. That's just a divisional round of the playoffs.
Yeah. It's just.
You can't
he's a 2-time MVP, and he probably had his best year last year.
Yeah.
And so he's got to, at times, in the postseason, put team on back. Like, we've always talked about the one thing, like Mahomes, and Brady, those guys are winners, right? So, like, Mahomes, and we've talked about how Mahomes will make some of the biggest plays of his career with his legs, and he scoots. Lamar maybe should make a big play with his arm, which
it's just giving me Dan Marino, Jim Kelly-ish.
Yeah.
That's what it's feeling like.
Well, I mean, Kelly, at this point, you would take getting to a Super Bowl.
Correct. Yeah.
I just.
By the way, I still believe Lamar Jackson will win a Super Bowl. I think that's too good of a team, and he's too good of a player. And I don't think and I don't have the numbers in front of me, what he did again. Give me the numbers against Buffalo last year.
He mentioned something. It's progress to not be the reason you lost.
Right.
And the year before against Kansas City, remember they didn't do any favors? Remember they ended up passing the ball like 50 times?
Yes, stupid. And Zay Flowers fumbled in the end zone going in.
Right.
Remember
so
that?
it hasn't all been his fault. Yeah. It hasn't. But
that's it doesn't matter because in the end, it is his fault because that's what we do. It's all on the quarterback.
And that's why you got
That's what we do. That's why you get paid $55 million.
And by the way, it just seems laughable that a guy like Lamar Jackson with 2 MVPs and multiple division titles and playoff is subject to the same amount of unknown as Trevor Lawrence when it comes to winning it all.
Right.
We're not talking about winning an MVP. We're not talking about who's statistically better or a Pro Bowl. We're talking about winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
And there may be guys who have it that are going to be better prepared than Lamar's skill set.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do know this. Daniel tells us 162 don't lie. Some of the 17 don't lie with Lamar, that that constant drip, it fills the bucket by the end of the year. He's got these amazing numbers, but still inside of game situations in the playoffs where you've got to go 80 yards passing with no timeouts. Is he a top 5 quarterback when it comes to that important stat? And if you're not, it won't matter.
And if you're Lamar Jackson, man, by God, don't forget to use your legs, man. You're too good. It's just too good of a weapon. Did you find his stats against Buffalo in that playoff game?
He had 254 yards passing.
What were the numbers?
Touchdowns. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm just curious, because they did. Andrews had the
2 drops, a fumble and a drop.
fumble and a drop, and the drop was brutal.
Yeah.
Right?
The fumble was brutal, too. But, yeah, the drop was. It wasn't a touchdown, but it would have been a 4th down play, maybe? The drop?
Andrews drop?
Yeah.
That was a 2-point conversion.
Oh, that's what it was. It was a 2-point. You're right.
To give him the lead.
Yeah.
And then we would have seen if Josh Allen could have got him down the field, and the pressure would have been on him, and then he
really, the Ravens, it was the year before. They had home field, Kansas City. Kansas City. It's all anyone said.
Yeah.
And you let them come in, you scored 14 points, I think it was.
Yeah, that was bad.
I don't care what they're calling. Then go back to pass and then run it.
Yeah.
Play street ball. Do something.
Yeah.
18 of 25.
Yeah, that's a solid day. What did he run for? Anything?
254, and he ran for, hold on.
No big deal. We'll find out. We'll
every play, you're capable of going, 20 or 30 for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I'm with you. It seems like we kind of recue this Lamar conversation.
Yeah.
We'll have it every offseason, then we'll have it again in the middle of the year, and then we'll have it again in the postseason until he wins.
He's got to win.
Goes to the Super Bowl.
But
he only ran for 39 yards.
Yeah.
Right. And the same is true of Josh Allen. But like you said, Josh Allen seems to have these monster games where they don't win, and you just feel like Baltimore has more talent than Buffalo. At least I do. Do you feel that? Am I wrong on that?
100% they do.
I mean,
and it feels like also they got Derrick Henry, man. They got Derrick Henry and Lamar, and even before that, they've always had Hall of Fame defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now and here's the reality with Lamar. They've now put together a receiver. Zay Flowers looked at as a top 10 receiver now. He's like Brian Thomas Jr. That's how they look at him.
Yeah.
So he's got the pieces there.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you got Lamar and Derrick Henry together, man. That screams to me of unstoppable.
Last year they were good, but you got to be top seed, maybe.
And that game, Josh Allen, remember, he didn't throw for a touchdown. He went 16 for 22, 0 touchdowns, but he rushed for 2.
Rushed for 2?
Yeah.
How many yards did he throw for with those 16?
127 yards.
Yeah.
But he also played against the Ravens defense.
Yeah.
And the Bills defense and the Ravens defense, those are different animals.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a great game.
That was a great game.
That AFC is so loaded. It's loaded again this year. It's going to be another great race in the AFC.
Same thing, and you can mix
NFC
it.
looks like, just finger down your throat, but they won the Super Bowl.
You'll mix in Burrow, but you just don't feel like the Bengals now. We'll see.
He's kind of cursed to it, Terry. Burrow's going to end up being Stafford. He's got to play there 8 or 9 years. And then he'll get dealt to a contender and a win. All right, this is the drill. That's the 10-minute drill, and he's got a swag bag for you on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Get you a pair of voucher tickets to see the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp as they face Norfolk at home in a 6-game series this week. 904-641-1010.
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. From Duval to the world.
All communication lines are clear.
Download the 1010XL apps for free on Apple and Android devices and listen wherever life takes you.
Hey, gang, Santa Claus normally avoids Florida this time of the year, but not this year. Christmas in July, it's happening at Beard's Diamonds. This is huge. Like December at Beard's with savings up to 40% store-wide. Beard's showcases are stocked with new fashion jewelry, exquisite colored gemstone pieces, and the best selection of diamonds in North Florida. Rounds, emerald cuts, princess cuts, cushion cuts, ovals, half carat to 10 carats and more. Come and find the perfect engagement ring right now at Beard's. Save up to 40%. Let's go see the Lupos, man. They'll take great care of you. Celebrate your anniversary with a stunning attorney band or pair of diamond stud earrings. Beard's Diamonds is your local jeweler. 4 decades plus of delivering the best value, the best quality, the best overall experience. No commission salespeople, no corporate sales quotas, no nonsense pricing. They run circles around these corporate chain box stores every day. Don't miss this annual event. Christmas in July. Beard's Diamonds at the Shops Town Center. Online at beardsdiamonds.com. Shop local. Shop Beards.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Life is just so busy this time of year. Between work, the kids' games, family vacations, I need a yard hero to free up my weekends.
You mean somebody who does mowing and trimming?
Yeah.
How about mosquito control?
Yeah.
What about irrigation and pet waste removal?
You do that too? You're my lawn hero.
Find your lawn hero at heroeslawncare.com. Heroes Lawn Care, because every lawn needs a hero.
Storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save 15% on roof replacements and repairs now through July 31st. And financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durban Park, Butler Point, and now in Ortega Park. Chicken Salad Chick.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Feeling the Florida heat? Make sure your car's AC is ready with help from Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Right now, get $50 off all AC services at any of their 5 Jacksonville locations. Whether it's a quick recharge or a full repair, their expert technicians will keep you cool and comfortable on the road. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your AC service today and take advantage of this limited one-time offer. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
No matter what the reason, sending a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers always works. For unique and special gifts, visit their showroom on Beach Boulevard. Dylan Denmark here with 1010XL. Kuhn Flowers is my go-to and should be yours. Online at KuhnFlowers.com.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. 746. Good morning, Jacksonville. Man, oh man, if you want to feel sorry for an athlete, I think his first name is Grigor Dimitrov. So this Grigor Dimitrov cat, he's an old dude. A good tennis player. And he's playing the world's number 1, Jannik Sinner. And Sinner hurt his elbow early in the match at Wimbledon yesterday. And Dimitrov was dominating him. Won the first set, won the second set.
And like blitzing him. He was going to win this.
I was traveling, but I was paying attention because I was curious. And then I saw a walkover, 2-2 in the third. And I'm like, and then I look up. I was in Atlanta, and I look up at a bar, and Sinner's getting interviewed. And I'm like, wait a minute. Dimitrov won. So I immediately go to social media to find out what happened. And I find out that, no, he didn't win. Dimitrov had to withdraw in the match. And then I find out this is the 5th straight major Grand Slam event in which Dimitrov has had to retire because of injuries.
That's okay. You don't get an invite, buddy.
I mean,
it perverts the field to a degree. Get somebody in there that can at least go 6.
5 straight. Go back to the French Open, the Australian Open, last year's U.S. Open, and Wimbledon. I mean, 5 straight. The poor guy. And it looked like he just can't stay healthy. It looked like he might have tore a pectoral muscle. I don't know.
It is. It's torn pec.
It's torn?
Yeah.
And if you tear a pec, you can't get. There's no way you can continue. But Sinner hurt his elbow early in the first set, and there is concern now. The reason why this is interesting is because he plays Shelton next.
And that's why they call it tennis elbow.
Yeah.
No, it's not at all.
So Sinner may not. We'll see if he's able to go.
Didn't Shelton make the semis at the U.S. Open? Doesn't he have one Grand Slam semi appearance anyway? I thought he did.
I don't know. He's made like the quarters like in 3 straight or 4 straight. He's doing a nice job. He's a young kid working his way up, and but we'll see. We'll see. You know, I think he beat Sinner. I think he's like 1-5 against Sinner, but Sinner's won like 5 in a row against him. So he's not at that level, but you can say yet. You kind of get the feeling that Ben Shelton will have one of those. Now, listen, I don't know if anybody can beat Alcaraz because that guy, I see some shots.
I'll be rooting for Joker as always, but he's 37, I think, and he's really he had to come from behind to win yesterday. But over 100 wins now, 7 titles, 1 away from joining Federer. I'll root for that legacy, but I would tend to think that Alcaraz wins. Sure, you bet. You know who these people are. The listening audience won't clue in until maybe the 4th name, but I'm going to read these names.
Okay.
And then find out what
I like names.
And I'm going to find out what they're worth to you.
Okay.
Okay. The names are Jet Williams.
Oh yeah.
Jonah Tong.
Oh.
Nolan McLean.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Mauricio.
Mm-hmm.
Carson. Is it Binge or Bingay?
Yeah, he played against the Gators at Oklahoma State a couple years ago in that regional.
Carson Binge.
Those are my Met prospects.
Jet Williams, Jonah Tong, Nolan McLean, Ronnie Mauricio, Carson Binge. You can have a couple of them.
Could you
have? Is there anybody you would give me all of them?
No.
You wouldn't give them me. Okay. Would you give the Pittsburgh Pirates all of them for Paul Skeens? And we went from no to a deep pause inside.
You got control of Paul Skeens for 5 years.
But he's also a pitcher, and he'll be Tommy John.
Probably not because I think
I don't know these guys. That's why I
Jonah Tong is double A, but he's a strikeout machine. He throws kind of like Lincecum, but he's unhittable. Like he strikes out 11, 12 guys every game. Now again, it's double A. What I've seen, Jeffrey, you salivate at double and triple A, and then they come to the bigs, and they all look at Jack Haggs.
Yeah,
what's he hitting? 150
something. Yeah,
right. So it's such a big difference. They all, and again, I think Jack Haggs will be fine. But Nolan McLean, I love. He's a battler. I would have brought him up for a spot start already. He's in AAA. Jet Williams is a short guy, but he's kind of
he's the best prospect on here, at least by the rankings. He's
kind of Dustin Pedroia-esque. And then you always worry. Listen, we had Pete Crow. You always worry. You don't know. You just don't know.
Well, look at, and granted, we've already both agreed that Juan Soto should be on the All-Star team.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting. The 3 guys the Nats got for him are all on the All-Star team.
Oh, yeah.
Wood, Gore, and then Abrams should be.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't be because of the thing, but those are 3 that they got.
Oh, yeah.
Now, granted,
that was a great trade.
Soto should be on there over Wood. I don't know why Wood is on the team. He's he's having a nice year. He's a good player. He's not Juan Soto. It's dumb. Anyway, I'm reading from you a column just from ESPN 20 minutes ago. Potential MLB trade proposals, Godfather deals for Skeens, Acuna, and or Buxton. First of all, I don't know why you would put Buxton in the category
Buxton
of Acuna.
I like, but I would never trade. I would trade maybe one of those guys for Buxton.
Well, these are okay. That's just the Skeens deal.
Yeah.
So that's what they would say. They gave other deals, other teams. I'm not going to get into.
I think Mets fans who follow would say no even to that for Skeens, but
they're saying the Tigers could get it done. They offer Max Clark, number 8, Kevin Gonagals, number 11 prospect.
Here's the thing. Let's stop this nonsense.
What if it was Skubal Skeens, though?
Yeah, let's stop this right now. Skeens ain't getting traded right now.
No, I wouldn't
Not
think
in his
so.
second year.
Well, it's the same. Yeah.
That's silly.
All right.
Now, if you're him, you'd love it because the Pirates, he is historic. Like remember when DeGrom was on the Mets and he would throw these games and the Mets wouldn't score?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
this is Skeens.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
He's DeGrom on steroids.
Yeah.
These numbers every day.
He's like 2-5.
Every time I see Skeens
He's
pitch,
1-7-1.
he's giving up no runs
Yeah.
and he's taking an L or he's giving a no decision and they throw stat after stat after stat at me about Paul Skeens and how the lack of run support. It's incredible.
I'm going to say this.
And then we played him 3 games and got absolutely ripped, shredded.
Make it make sense. All right, Ronald Acuna Jr. is on the list. I'm just going to say this as your co-host. Forget any other aspects of the relationship. If the Braves trade Ronald Acuna Jr., I'm going to become a soccer fan. I am disowning baseball.
Yeah, you're not trading.
Exactly.
You're not trading. Ronald.
Here's what they write. While they'll probably keep him, Acuna has been one of the best hitters in the majors.
That's clickbait stuff.
That's stupid.
I mean, I like it, but those are the guys who are going to get traded are like Andrew Heaney.
Right.
And,
Ronald Acuna's in the middle of his prime. I mean, he's not injury prone. He had freak injuries. He tore ACLs, which will probably be good.
You don't trade Ronald Acuna Jr. You build around Ronald Acuna Jr.
$1 million%.
You don't trade.
I said it before. I would be perfectly willing having the funeral yesterday and just wishing that wishing beyond wishes that the All-Star game weren't in Atlanta and Snicker weren't a coach, so they could do the right thing and get the process started. He needs to be fired. He manages like he's got memory issues, Dan. I mean, like cost them games with his idiotic decision making. I don't know what's happened to the guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, until. I can't. I'm not. And now you know what happens now. They've not just killed the Braves. They've killed baseball for me. I can't get any interest.
Right.
The Braves are so bad. Like, the Dodgers and Astros are playing. The Braves are going to watch the game. It's weird.
By the way, along the lines of Soto, because I pay attention to the stats, only 7 players in baseball history have recorded 20 home runs, 70 walks, 15 doubles, and 10 stolen bases prior to the All-Star break in a season.
That's where the analytics
He's the only one to not make the All-Star.
That's where they get kooky, because I also saw this year he was like 6th, 7th, or 8th in a bunch of categories this year.
Yes.
So, I mean, they not to discount your point, he is an All-Star. He should be. Yeah. But back to the Braves real quick. Honestly, and this is not embellished. And I'm not saying cut these players.
Right.
I would keep Acuna, Baldwin, Schwellenbach, and Strider. I'm not being goofy. I'm not joking around.
Right.
Any and everybody else on the roster
but you can't,
is there for the taking.
But guess what?
Yeah.
What would you get for Michael Harris right now?
Oh, no.
He should be in the minor leagues.
Yeah, you could get something for Riley. Riley by far would have the most.
Riley would,
And he signed up.
Yes.
But I don't want him. There's 2nd and 3rd and no outs. This boy wants to go Christmas caroling. He's not interested in driving runs in. Oh, they're maddening, dude.
You want to...
This is a gutless, heartless baseball team. That's why, honestly, I don't care if every other player not named those 4 goes. I mean that. I'm not just saying it. I mean it. Not that it can happen, but that's the despair that you're in. There's nothing there helping. Albies is done. He's cooked. Harris was a 1-year wonder. Riley's got no heart. Olsen, again, we got a bunch of choir boys, man.
Right.
Put them, they'll be great altar boys, but if there's, you need a big hit in a big situation, they're not your guys.
Yeah, I'm
You've seen it.
Yeah, they dominated us, and yet they're terrible. I mean, they every game you look up at, it's 1-0 in the 5th.
They can't score.
They cannot hit. They cannot hit, and it's how many games? What are they? 39 and 50.
Yeah,
90 games in.
Yeah, no, they basically have to. They have to go like 50, like 55 and 20.
Yeah,
they'd have to go 50.
The problem is,
and they got no pitching. They got no Lopez, no Schwellenbach, no Sale.
Yeah, so Schwellenbach broke his elbow.
Yes, this team's gonna lose 90 games. At this point, At this point, you can't win.
Yeah, I would.
But the problem is right now, honestly, they should be 50 and 39.
Right,
and then you still try.
Right.
They should. I'm not saying they could be.
Right.
I'm saying they should be, and that's why Snicker's got to go.
See, the Braves were the pick to
Sure, them or the Dodgers.
Yes.
Yes, every year.
Yes. And so the fact that that's occurred, and again, it's not. Harris probably should be sent down. I mean, I'm sure you can send him down. I don't think you're out of options or anything.
The only thing is we don't score any runs, and he's like maybe the best defensive center fielder in the game. There's a lot of value there. So
yeah, but he's got to go like
if you're hitting over 200 and playing defense on this team, who are you going to replace him with? Dan,
that's fair. But we took like Alvarez. We sent our guy down. We sent our catcher.
I get
and
it.
he should
because
and
you got a good
what?
team that's
he's
contending,
and he's down there clubbing home runs. And hopefully comes back ready to go. But I mean, it's just anyway. 2018. Was a great year. You remember it well. E, I'm going to ask you and Jeff a question. Here we go. And I don't want you thinking. I just want quick answers here. AFC South starting quarterbacks in 2018. Who was the Houston starting quarterback in 2018?
Oh, 2018.
Deshaun, that's correct.
Yep,
Who was the starting quarterback in Indianapolis in 2000? Luck, that's correct.
Yep.
How about Jacksonville?
Bortles.
Blake. And how about Tennessee?
Tannehill.
Marcus Mariota.
Okay.
2018. There you go. There's your starting quarterbacks. What less than a decade difference will make.
Go back 3 years ago.
Who was the starting quarterback in Baltimore in 2018?
Flacco.
How about Cincinnati?
The Red Rifle.
Rifle. How about Cleveland?
That would have been Baker.
No, didn't start the year. Remember we had the bet. Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod.
But it was Baker, though.
Yeah, and then Pittsburgh.
Big Ben.
Big Ben. How about Denver?
18?
Yeah.
Oof.
Hell if I know
Drew
who
Lock?
that is. Who is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's that. Is that like maybe like Trevor Siemian?
That might be. I don't know.
Trevor
No one knows.
Siemian.
I don't know who that is.
Mahomes, obviously. What about the Chargers?
Is that oh boy?
That's
Phillip?
Rivers?
Phillip.
Yeah.
And Vegas.
Oh, that's Carr.
And then in Buffalo, who's the starting quarterback?
This is Allen.
Nope.
Nathan Peterman.
Yeah, that's Allen.
In Miami?
Tannehill.
New England?
Brady.
And the Jets?
Chino.
No.
The Ghost Man.
Oh,
Darnold.
Darnold. What about that, man? Is that crazy? Real quick. Chicago?
Cutler.
Trubisky?
Mitch Trubisky.
Detroit?
Stafford.
Green Bay?
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
And Minnesota?
Bridgewater?
Cousins.
Oh, yeah, Cousins.
That's a good group. Atlanta?
When?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
2018. Carolina?
Cam.
New Orleans?
Drew.
And Tampa Bay?
Jameis.
Fitzmagic.
Damn, Jameis already lost a job, man.
Arizona?
Number one pick. He's already out.
Is it Carson?
Oh,
Kyler.
Wide-eye guy.
No, that's
no one
that's
knows.
Sam Bradford, isn't it?
Sam Bradford. Very nice. LA Rams.
Golf.
Seattle.
Russ.
San Fran.
Garoppolo.
Dallas was Dak.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants.
Eli.
Yeah. No, Eli's gone.
No, Eli was there.
Still.
Yeah.
Wow.
Philly
was Carson Wentz?
No, BDN.
Who? Oh. What the heck? Nick Foles. It's what BDN.
Oh, my gosh. It's not even.
It's 8 o'clock. You're an hour off.
That's what they call it.
Sheesh.
And Washington.
Washington was Gus Farad. I mean, who knows who was
Alex Smith?
Alex Smith.
Yeah. Wow.
Isn't that
For
crazy?
Like a cup of coffee.
Not that long ago, man.
No, I mean, I don't know. It seemed, but yet those names, they seem forever ago. You gave me guys I feel like have been out of the league 10 years.
I know.
Andrew Luck, I feel like has been gone for 10 years.
Sam Bradford.
Andrew Luck's like the GM of Stanford now.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
Luck started he started.
Luck be a lady.
It's coming,
last
buddy.
night.
There are going to be a lot more of these $1 trillion quarterbacks who decide one day that I'm 29, I'm good. It's coming.
Let's hope not.
You're listening to The Drill where it's halftime here. That's exciting. Got Brunch with the Tour coming up this hour. Really good golf tournament this weekend. Really
What do
good.
we got?
The Scottish Open.
Oh, yeah.
The field is terrific. It'll get you ready. It'll get you on British Open Standard Time, too. And,
Yeah, get you
the
warmed
major
up.
coming up next week. So we'll talk golf coming up in the 8 o'clock hour and more. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Be responsible for making people smile.
This is 1010XL.
And is there anything that makes people smile more than football?
The home of Jacksonville sports fans.
Hacker here, and with 4th of July in the rearview mirror now, all eyes are pointing towards Labor Day and football season. How would you like to drop some weight prior to football season's arrival? Well, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is your answer. Back in February of 2024, I weighed 317 pounds. In just a couple of short weeks, I was down almost 40 pounds thanks to the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It's that quick. The coaching you get, the information you get, it's all perfect with Awaken 180 Weight Loss, and they can change your life very, very quickly. If it's time for you to lose weight like it was for me, do yourself a favor and go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800. Take it from me, a guy that failed in numerous diet programs over the years. I succeeded with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If I can do it, you can do it. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hey gang, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, they are great folks over there. Drs. Boudreaux, Drs. Metz, Dr. Fader. Shout out to all the folks at Solano Road, voted one of the best places to work in all of Jacksonville yearly by the Jacksonville Business Journal. Beaches Dermatology wants to remind you, man, it's the summertime. Protect that skin, floppy hats. Protect those ears, long sleeve dry fit, sunscreen up if you're outside for a lengthy period of time. It's the Sunshine State for a reason. We love it, but we got to take care of our skin. And if something does show up, you know what you do? You go online at beachesdermatology.com, make an appointment, check out the location best needed to serve you. There are different locations: Fernandina Beach, Atlantic Beach, obviously the one on Solano Road. They're everywhere. Beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs.
Guys, want a golf course fairway quality lawn? TopDressing.com just landed in Jacksonville with the golf course secret for St. Augustine grass homeowners. A patented process that aerates and turns your turf into a fairway stunner. Serious golf course technology, but in your yard. Less water, tighter cuts, total neighborhood domination. No one else scores a perfect 10 lawn. Hit TopDressing.com now. You will own the block. Top dress your yard like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Okay, for this Cannons of Jacksonville commercial, we need an idea to really come out with a bang.
Like having a guy shot out of a cannon.
Nah, too messy. In fact, Cannons is known for all your towing needs.
So like my car won't start.
No. Towing products. Cannons does custom welding fabrication and installation of trailer hitches, goosenecks, tow bars, truck racks.
So you might say Cannons is my best shot at finding that inventory in stock?
Boom. You said it.
Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Hal Sutton when he famously said, "Be the right club today"? Well, that's what Coil Fencing delivers. The right fence today. And they've been delivering the right fencing for both commercial and residential properties for nearly 100 years. If you're in the market for a new fence, call Coil & Sons today at 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
Hey, gang, as a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is going to be key to your project success. You know that. That's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner. Understanding every facet of construction, that keeps your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they can cause delays. So if you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this
or just wanted to remind folks a vehicle's less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
This summer, you can beat the heat at Best Bet, your premier poker destination. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-time card player, you'll find a cool retreat from the summer heat with thrilling games, big payouts, and refreshing drinks. Join us for an unforgettable experience. Cool off and cash in at Best Bet. The stakes are high, the cards are hot, and your chance for fun is guaranteed. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
It's ET here, and did you know that slow speed accidents can still cause serious injuries? Ignoring minor pain today can mean big problems tomorrow. Don't wait. Call my guys at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center, the auto accident experts.
It's hurricane season. Protect your home with 904 Gutters with a Z. That's right. Z as in zone defense for your home. Water damage hits hard. 904 Gutters with a Z hits back harder. Search 904 Gutters with a Z and make the right call.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguar training camp is almost here, and Josh Hines-Allen says he's ready to lead by example. The veteran D lineman told FS1 he's focused on setting the tone early, showing the younger guys what effort, discipline, and accountability look like.
And set that tone early. Let them know, like, this is the mentality that we finna play with. This is the condition, is the effort that we need to play with every day.
In the NBA, Paolo Banchero just secured the bag, inking a 5-year max extension with the Orlando Magic worth up to $287 million, locking him in as Orlando's franchise cornerstone. And in AAA action, the Jumbo Shrimp, they open a 6-game homestand tonight at 7:05 against the Norfolk Tide at 5-Star Ballpark. Gates open at 6 p.m. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That sounds like a drill pop quiz. I haven't brought my pencil. I don't have anything in front of me. I'm not prepared. I didn't study, but I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. So, gentlemen, DeAndre Ayton recently signed with the LA Lakers.
Oh, boy.
The Lakers needed help inside, so they went and got the former first overall pick, DeAndre Ayton. He is now the 9th first overall pick that LeBron James has teamed up with. Gentlemen,
okay,
I need y'all to tell me the other 8 first overall picks that teamed up with LeBron James during his career.
We can do this.
Kyrie won?
Yeah. Kyrie
is definitely one.
Anthony Davis.
AD is one. That is correct.
Miami. Who's Wade wasn't. Bosh wasn't.
Didn't Shaq go to Cleveland?
That is correct.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that. Wow. Number 1 overall pick.
Who shuffled through Miami? That
was Mike Miller. I mean,
I like what you do.
But
somebody
Bosh and Wade were
I'm
Ray
talking
Allen,
like a Kevin Love.
Right, Kevin Love.
Who would have been
was Love number 1?
He wasn't.
No. But there's maybe an older guy.
No, I like what you're doing there.
Is it
came through the Heat? Who is it? Who are you forgetting?
Like Juwan Howard wasn't number 1 overall.
No, it wasn't.
No.
An older player.
All right, let's think number 1 picks.
Y'all barking up the right tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Somebody in Miami hooked up with LeBron. There's a couple maybe that, that you forget about. That, oh, yeah, that's right. He was the number one pick, but he was at the end of his career. Or...
This guy was definitely a disappointment.
Let's get off of that.
Okay.
All right.
We're bogging down. We're bogging down.
Bogged down big time.
Bogging down.
All right, some of LeBron. Let's.
So far, y'all got AD, Kyrie, and Shaq.
That's it.
That's it, huh? And you said there's 9?
Yes,
9?
It's 9.
Well, Ayton. So now there's only.
Correct.
So we've got 4 of the 9 now.
Okay, so we need 5 more.
Yeah. Okay. Who were some number 1 pick? Oh, what about he never played with Garnett. Was he number 1 even, Kevin Garnett? Ray Allen was not number 1, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Wow, that's a much harder question than I would have thought it would have been.
But whenever y'all get him, you're like, oh, that's right. And these guys were a little past their time. There's 2 guys that were a little bit past their times. But they were real dominant guys when they were the first overall pick. One of them was the league MVP.
I am having an absolute...
One of them put Chicago on his back.
Oh,
Derrick Rose.
He Rose.
Yeah.
Teamed up with him.
Where? Where did he play?
In Cleveland.
Oh, okay. What about...
This guy was snubbed from the top 75 all time. Probably the biggest snub of the NBA's 75 greatest players.
Weber?
Now Chris Webber. He was a big man, though. He played right up the road from us here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Kwame.
Dude.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Oh.
They played together in L.A.
He never played with Kwame.
No.
Yeah, Kwame didn't quite make the list.
What about did he ever play with the Cavs took those 2 wasn't Wiggins one? Did Cavs take Wiggins?
Oh, what about the guy Bennett? Did you ever play with him?
Yeah.
No,
Michael Bennett was
he did it, but y'all are kind of barking up the right
It's
tree.
not Wiggins?
It's not Wiggins.
He didn't play with Wiggins?
But it was with Cleveland.
Who the hell was it then?
He's a big old Australian guy.
Oh,
Bogut.
Yep.
Yeah,
Andrew Bogut.
Bogut.
The guy that y'all
Good
bogged
God.
down on. They say he looks like LeBron. But he looks old.
Odin.
Greg Oden.
Where did he play with him?
Or Miami.
I didn't know Odin ever played
Oh, that's right.
And then
That was the guy we were trying to get. Odin.
Correct.
Okay.
This last one was a little tough. But y'all can get it. He played in Cleveland, first overall pick. Big man.
Big man, played in Cleveland. First overall. Was he a first overall pick by Cleveland?
I think he was first. No. They played together in Cleveland. I think he was first overall by Golden State.
That's not wise.
Oh, I know who it is. It's the dude underrated. Was Joe Smith the number 1?
It was Joe Smith.
For him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Maryland guy. It was really good statistical guy. That's why
Joe
I was
Smith.
thinking about forgettable.
What was the Purdue's guy's name? Is the number 1 pick?
Joe Barry Carroll?
No. Had the son.
Oh,
Big Dog.
Glenn Robinson.
Big Dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big Dog.
That was good. That was tough.
Oh, that's a good question, E. Well done.
It's tough when you go
Not
throwing
very
those.
good. Not very impressive.
Throw them in there.
Quite frankly.
Let's see. Dwight Howard was not a number 1 pick, was he? Or was he? Yeah, it was. And then Okafor went number 2. Yeah, we said Howard.
Yeah, y'all did. Y'all got it right.
him.
Y'all got everybody.
Man, that's is LeBron going to just end up going to stay put, you think?
I don't know, man. I think he's going to end up in either Golden State or New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Hick, you okay with him going to New York? What'd you think about the Mike Brown?
Well, I need to talk to the sheriff.
Okay.
Get some scoop on that.
Okay.
Some scoopage. I told you the sheriff and Mike Brown are good friends.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, good.
You don't listen.
Okay.
I told you point blank.
Fair. That's fair. I didn't know. I didn't realize you were talking about our sheriff.
Our
probably.
sheriff.
Yeah.
TK.
Yeah.
I think they grew up together or something to that effect.
Nice.
Anyway, so I got to get some skinny on that. I expect to be courtside next year.
The problem with here's
I'm just telling you right now.
Can I ask the sheriff to put on the earmuffs for 1 second?
I expect to be courtside next to
the sheriff.
Chevrolet.
I knew he was going there.
The sheriff,
Spike, the whole gang should be down on the front row.
I'm going to ask the sheriff to put on some earmuffs for just a second. I'm going to say this. The Knicks are a team that have trouble getting to the finish line. My problem with Mike Brown is he's the consummate can't get to the finish line guy. That's what would concern me.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about he's had LeBron in Cleveland. He's had the Lakers and Kobe. This dude has had great teams. He doesn't,
Yeah.
I don't trust him to be the one to take the team that can't get over the top when he's been a coach who hasn't gotten over the top. He's been a really good regular season coach. And it seems real Tibbs-ish to me. He'll have a different style.
Hey!
Tibbs.
I know. Listen.
I hear you.
I wouldn't have fired Tibbs.
Are they enough? Do they have enough talent first? I mean, I don't think Mike Brown is going to.
I love the Jordan Clarkson pickup.
Sure.
That's a good pickup.
Got to have those role players.
I didn't know the dude from Philly. Do you know him? 12-point scorer, decent.
It's like Abdulwale or some weird name like that.
Yeah.
He is a big man, though, isn't he? Yeah,
big man.
I saw him in a game this year. He was playing for either the Celtics or the Sixers against the other one. I guess he played for both of them, maybe?
Yes.
Because it was the thing that he was having a big game.
Okay.
But he was like high flying is what I saw.
Yeah,
like jumping and
he'll
dunking.
shoot the three, and it'd be interesting. I don't know. So anyway, I like what they did. It's wide open. The East is wide
Hawks
open.
are getting all kinds of love.
They love the Hawks.
odds are shooting up. So I'm going to trust the NBA experts and just and discount Atlanta DNA.
Yeah,
which tells me at best they'll be like a 4 seed and probably lose round 1. But that East, man, especially with Tatum and Halliburton out.
Yeah, Halliburton's out for the year. That's been
Tatum's
confirmed.
out for the year.
Tatum be out for the year.
It's wide open. I mean, the Pacers, for Pete's sake, just went to the finals. They may not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
How about Dame? Dame got to be the happiest guy in the NBA after being
gets all that
waived.
money.
Oh my goodness!
Gets some money and gets cut.
He get to pick to where he wants to play.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I guess
I was.
He's out for the year too.
Yeah, he's gone for the year.
The Heat had a nice pickup yesterday. Powell.
But that's about time. They'd done nothing. They were getting blistered for not doing anything.
I know.
There's my guy John Collins bouncing again. Bouncer. He's a good player.
He loved him.
He was.
He's a good player.
He could jump, right?
When the Hawks had their 1 year where they went to the
he was a big
East
part
Finals, he was a big part of it. That's right. Anyway, all right, brunch with the tour?
Yeah.
Is that what we got?
I think so.
Not much happened last week on the scoreboard, did it?
Not much, man.
Who did I end up with?
I don't think anybody did much of anything.
Yeah, Dan, you had JT Poston and Bud Cooley. JP, you had Aldrich. Well, what's his? How you say his name?
Potgieter.
And Chris Kirk.
Also, Kirk, I got something. I wasn't sure who my second one was.
About 18K.
Oh, that's it? These things, you get used to these elevated events. These things pay nothing, man. I made more playing a Skins game last week at the Creek.
I went with Jason Day and Denny McCarthy, and the tour went with Ben Griffin and Michael Thorbjornsson.
Yeah, no one did much of anything. What was it? Who you had? Probably high man?
I had the high man.
What'd you have? 200 grand?
174.
Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing happened. All right, brunch with the tour, Scottish Open, trip through the British Isles, and more. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Share your life with 1010XL. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Oh, wait. I'm going to take a picture and post it on Facebook. What? Hashtag
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, wants to make your flight in and out of Jax a fun one. Stop by Vino Volo in the airport and enjoy 2 signature brackish cocktails. Vino Volo has amazing food and cocktails before your flight. Brackish Vodka is the first clean craft vodka and made right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Brackish Vodka for whatever your sport is. If your sport is flying, your vodka is brackish, proud partner of the Jaguars.
What's the weekend in sports look like? I'm 1010XL's Dan Hicken, and I'll give you my takes and weekend updates on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook. Musings with the Media Mogul. That's right, motivated by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Chelsea here. Summer is sizzling and so are the savings at Renewal by Anderson. For a limited time, buy 4 windows in our patio doors and receive the 5th free. Plus enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. As temperatures rise, so do energy bills. Upgrade to Renewal by Anderson's exclusive Fibrix windows. 2 times stronger than vinyl, remarkably energy efficient, and custom crafted to perfectly fit. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Summertime is busy with graduation parties, summer barbecues, festivities, family gatherings. The month of July, National Carpet Cleaning Month. So Zero Res is offering $45 per room of carpet clean and 20% off air duct cleaning services as well. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call them 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spelled backwards or forwards, is spelled the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentist and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, 2 locations in Jacksonville.
Football season is almost here, so before it arrives, I'm going to get my home organized. Lauren Brooks here at Closets by Design creates custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms or entertainment centers, anywhere that needs to be organized. Call today to schedule a free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off with free installation. Yes, that's 40% off plus an additional 15% off during the month of July. Call 878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about letting things roll off of your back. So often we can make big deals out of things that are not really big deals. We can allow them to steal the joy of our day. But let me remind you that don't allow anyone or anything to steal the joy of today. Go out today not letting little things steal the big things that God has in store for you.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Need cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash, and they're ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. And gold market prices are at a record high. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
And Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
You know him, you love him. We love him when he brings in the Chick-fil-A, and he has. So congratulations to you, Stuart Moore.
Made it on time this week.
On time,
Nice.
ready to go, refreshed, looking good.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but nothing says one segment guy like a Brian Campbell win at the John Deere Classic and then heading overseas. I'm not feeling good about it.
Well, listen, don't kid yourself.
Okay.
This segment started a little late, so we might do it might be like a segment and a half here. We don't know. There's a lot of items to talk about.
You're going to kick me out mid-segment.
I saw Scotty Scheffler in Scotland.
Yeah.
What's the course they're playing for the Scottish Open?
So
is
in
it the same one or does it rotate?
In Jacksonville, we would call it the Renaissance Club. But if you ever go to that event, you have to call it the Renaissance Club.
Really?
And come back to the office and correct everyone for a year. It's really annoying.
Interesting. Interesting.
Renaissance.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, Scottish Open, great. I mean, it's, this is about, I think,
far be it from me to talk about personal business on the program during the segment, guys, but I'll just throw this out here for you. And, I recently purchased at a charity function a trip to Scotland.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Look at big money over here.
I got bad news for you. I got officially invited to that yesterday.
Oh, good. Are you going to go?
I don't know.
Oh, you got invited to ours.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was trying to, I can't remember. He was going to make me do something.
You better clear that with us before he goes doing that.
Well, no, I've already got invited from the guy above you in this whole chain.
I don't know what he's thinking. Anyway.
Okay.
Good news. We probably won't go.
Anyway, the question thus becomes, if you're going to Scotland, you got to play the course.
I've never been.
But to play the course, apparently it's kind of like the Pebble Beach thing.
Yeah.
You can't just... You don't just
show up.
You don't just show up.
Yeah.
You got to do the lottery. You got to go through.
Yeah.
Or you got to stay on the premises and et cetera.
At the Renaissance Club?
No.
Oh,
the other one.
St. Andrews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one you want to play.
The mothership.
You're fine if you play Carnoustie or Troon or whatever.
I bet there's someone in Jacksonville that could help hook this stuff up for you.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Are you looking at me to call someone at the tour as executive vice president of agronomy?
Why not you?
Okay.
Favors for you and me, you've done well with me through the years. You've come through. Yeah. But they're not big ones.
I brought some name guys over at the first timers, the players.
Well, let's not get crazy.
You don't just bring Ben Coles over, okay?
This is some big fish right here.
This is, yeah.
Bro. And
so wait, what did you bid on? Like just a flight and a hotel? Like what's the
it's
all right, I'll tell the story real quick.
It's flight and 7 nights hotel. There's no golf included. Yeah, that would be on top.
Yeah.
Is this for 4? How many people are going?
2. No, a whole bunch of people are going. It's per couple. The price per couple is like
Oh, you guys are doing a couples trip.
They are.
Yeah.
You're not.
Well, I got invited. We'll see.
Does Matt Every host the show for a week?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Frangie has to wake up at 4? What's going on?
We'll be live on like Com with me.
Maybe we'll do it live from Scotland.
Oh.
But anyway.
Haunted Castle is what I'd like to do.
Yeah. So anyway, the story goes something like this. Playing golf with a buddy, and he said, and we're talking. He goes, "Oh, I got a trip to Scotland coming up." I said, "Really? What happened?" He said, "Oh, I did this." He goes, "I bought it at this charity event." And I go, "What is it?" He goes, "Well, I got airline flight, and I got 4 nights at this, resort in Edinburgh or
I think
whatever.
it was more than 4 too.
Yeah, whatever it is."
Yeah.
And I go, "Well, how much was it?" And he tells me how much it was, and I go, "Well, I'll tell you what. If you can get that for me, I'll buy one too."
Oh.
Because it sounded like a great deal.
Yeah, it's a good price.
And so he calls me back and goes, "I got it." So I'm like, "I'm in."
Okay. When is
and
it?
It's a 3-year window.
Oh, wow.
But you want to go next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't do it this summer. It's too quick.
Too quick.
Yeah. But next year we'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
But anyway, so get working on that.
I'm on it.
But anyway, back to the story. I don't know how I got off train. Oh, yeah. I was talking personal business. But anyway.
You're talking about Scottish Open.
Talking about you getting me into St. Andrews with
obviously
3 of my friends.
What?
But anyway.
You know who's great at that game?
Who?
Tom Alter. Yeah. Thomas Alter will pick up the phone and cold call any club in the world.
Can you comp me around?
Yeah.
I work for the PGA Tour.
Hey, Tom Alter, PGA Tour. I was just leaving the broadcast compound a little early. I thought maybe I'd see if I could play Oakmont.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he's batting like 800.
Yeah.
I had a guy
for him.
in our world, the sportscaster world, the king of that was one Gary Gupton. You remember Gary?
Gupper.
The Gupper, who worked for a time here in Jacksonville. Great dude.
Yeah.
And Gupper would call the courses.
Yeah,
and
I don't
always
like
gets-
asking. If they offer, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And we're not above dropping hints or making sure.
Right.
But I can't just flat out call someone and say, "Hey, man, can I come out tomorrow? You call me around." That's just
When they say no, I want to crawl in a hole and die.
yeah.
I literally
I
I
do it.
can't
It's
take
not
the
worth
no.
it.
Yeah. It's like asking a girl to dance in 8th grade. I can't do it.
My point is, quite frankly, it's the one perk that we should have in our industry. But that's just me.
anyway, we get a lot of it.
We do. So back to, I'm watching Scotty Scheffler playing Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Can we just go Renaissance? Enough of this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And he's on a par 4, I think. The wind's howling off the water. It's 400 and, I don't know,
At Loch
20,
Lomond. They're at
30
Loch Lomond.
yards.
Remember that one?
And so
where it
Scotty's
used to
there.
be.
Scotty's there with his caddy, and the dude's video, and he's like, can you hit the green? And he goes, well, that's what we're here trying to figure out.
Yeah.
And he took a big poke at it, and he got it up on the green.
Just
so
whip it, yeah.
if the wind's blowing right on some of these holes, man, you can get it a long, long way.
I'm going to ask you this question. Obviously, what was the what was
oh dear,
oh boy,
what was the appearance fee to get the very best and brightest of the tour all together to play the Scottish Open? I mean, we don't want to see him do that, here in America at all. Obviously, let's get every good player, every name player, make sure they show up for this one because the British is next week. I mean,
and
British is next week,
and it's a high-paying event.
Well, if you're
you ready for this, buddy? You ready though? I mean, I'm just saying, does this sound like a PGA Tour event to you?
Oh boy,
Scheffler, McIlroy, Schauffele, Thomas, Morikawa, Spahn, Oberg, Straka, Hovland, Fleetwood, McIntyre, McNeely, English, Burns, Rose, Connors, M, Harmon. I mean, every good player in the history of the tour is playing this week. So that's
Harmon.
It's
shout
great
out.
to watch.
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, the week is a fortuitous week to be. You want to get over the pond.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, if you're one of those, a few of those guys play, but like Rocket and John Deere. So now you haven't played in a couple weeks. You got a major coming up.
Are you trying? I mean, as a tour though, is there an impetus to make while you only have a couple opportunities to be in Europe? While Liv's trying. I mean, is this just a reminder? The best in the world for real consequence right here.
Can't hurt. I mean, 2 weeks of good golf.
It's a really great field.
And it's also 75 from the PGA Tour, 75 from the DP.
I'm looking forward to the tournament. This is a great field.
Korean PGA
is this a PGA Tour event or is this a Royal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it counts as a PGA Tour event.
There are benefits on both tours. So it basically counts towards the FedEx Cup. It counts towards the race to Dubai, which is essentially the DP World Tour's postseason.
If you win this, say you're a PGA Tour player and you win this, was that enough to qualify you for the race to Dubai also?
Should be, yeah.
I wonder if you would go over and play that window? Do they do theirs later after?
It's in the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
where's Euro paying these days? What's the average first place check on the Euro Tour?
I mean,
you don't even know? It was always really low. I'm wondering, did it ever?
I mean, like, speaking candidly, I feel like the European Tour's got like 6 or 7 really good events, and then a lot of events that I think would rival like a Corn Ferry Tour.
I woke up early this weekend and watched the end of the Italian Open.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 chunky, white, bearded dudes who look exactly alike. One was 21 under, and one was 19 under.
Well, good for them.
And they were playing it down there. Hey, give me a Dan Hicken stat of the day.
Whoa.
The girl from FSU won, by the way, the LPGA event.
All right.
She's a senior at FSU. Lottie Wode.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah.
I always see her name up.
Yeah. Amateur playing on the sponsor exemption on the Irish Open.
It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
Thank you, Balls. Scotty Scheffler closing in on 150 career weeks at number 1 in the world golf rankings.
151?
150 weeks. If Scotty was
Where are
number
we, 3
1
years?
from now until the beginning of August 2035, he would still need 10 more weeks to tie Tiger Woods for most all time.
We laugh. Let's talk in August. He'd have to be every week until then.
Yeah.
He's way ahead.
Way ahead, yeah.
I mean,
we haven't seen this in a long time.
Does anyone argue with me? I say I think he'll be number 1 for the next 5 years, and then we'll go from there. No one's close to catching him. The guy went 3-4 times.
Catch him again.
He's way back.
I bet Rory could.
Look at the difference, though. You can tell the way our fantasy league works.
Yeah.
The budget for the player
is your points.
It goes by the same as the world golf ranking. So the difference in what it costs to get this guy is also the difference in the world rankings. Well, Scotty Scheffler cost 18 this week. McIlroy cost 11, and then after that, Schauffele's at 7. So he's way ahead. He's 3 times better than number 3 in the world rankings, and he's more than 1.5 times. Rory. The problem with Rory is in the next 5 years he'll go through. A couple of where's Rory?
Yeah.
Where's his head?
It might not be Rory.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Ludwig. Maybe a guy like that.
Maybe it's Luke Clanton.
Maybe it's JJ Spawn.
I needed Ludwig
Maybe it's JJ Spawn.
What hurt Ludwig, though, was the fact that he decided to just stop being a prospect and just be a hack.
That's what you moved to Nocatee, man.
Do you think Ludwig has paled up with Cam Smith, maybe? And maybe that's hurt him.
Oh, like playing around here?
And just hanging out with Cam. And
I think Cam's at Glen Kernan. I know Cam's
yes,
not
I'm kidding because I care. We'll take a break. We got another segment. Yeah, why not? Segment and a half. We got Stuart Moore here. It's Brunch with the Tour. And we'll do our picks for the Scottish Open and look ahead to the golf's last shot at glory now.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, taking your sports day into the night.
Guaranteed to give you unbelievable power.
Into the night with Rick Ballou.
That guy could be a movie star.
Then Hacker After Dark.
They happen to be the hottest thing in the country.
Evenings on 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Get ready. The Jacksonville Rock Orchestra brings to life the magic of Fleetwood Mac. Like you've never heard it before. A 27-piece symphony fused with a full rock band, performing timeless hits like Rhiannon, Dreams, and You Make Loving Fun. One night only, July 11th at the historic Florida Theater. Get tickets today at floridatheater.com.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. Now my family has to hear that I'm never coming home again.
Officer?
I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
Every day, 9 people on Florida roadways don't make it home. I was one of the people that didn't make it home.
Ride with Do Not Disturb. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Certainly facing interesting economic times. And for me, it's comforting to know my money's in great hands with ITB Partners. Those are Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience, expertise, knowledge, they got it all. When the tariffs come in, when the Dow goes way down, I call, I ask, and I get answers. I get it in layman's terms, so I understand what's going on. And that's my ITB Partners. That's Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. That's Reagan Wright and Dan Abel, Janice Cobb and Reed Wingate. They listen to you. They build strategies for you where your goals become their priority. If you're not starting, what are you waiting for? Get in the game. Make it a priority. Easy to get a hold of. Talk to them, Chris at ITBPartners.com, or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITB Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
This is Mike Lynch, PGA Golf Professional. Take it from me. If you're dealing with an orthopedic issue, talk to the doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where you're treated like a pro.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros. Thanks to all of you who have allowed us to be part of your recovery. Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Power bill just went up again? Why keep paying more? Clay Solar can wipe that electric bill out. Right now, they'll cover your first 6 months' payments. Visit claysolar.com today to schedule your free consultation. claysolar.com.
The SEC and the ACC will face off in Jacksonville at the 81st TaxSlayer Gator Bowl game December 27th at 7:30 p.m. Join us for Saturday Night Football in prime time at the bank. Preferred locations and pricing available now at TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com.
Are you living with diabetic neuropathy? That pain and numbness in your hands or feet? What about chronic knee or shoulder pain? Maybe you've tried various treatments, but they've been ineffective. Now there's a solution. Dr. Ferdinand Formoso specializes in advanced pain management and offers breakthrough neuromodulation treatments for those conditions. His innovative treatments target the source of your pain, offering relief where medications may fall short. All procedures are performed outpatient with no hospitalization required. Just a chance for you to feel and live better. If you want to learn more, Dr. Formoso is hosting free informational classes where he'll explain the benefits of neuromodulation therapies and how they can help eliminate your pain. Spaces are limited, so call to reserve your spot now with offices on the South Side, West Side, and Jacksonville Beach. Relief is possible with Formoso Spine and Joint Pain Specialists.
It's your main man ET here for Twin Peaks, and it's UFC time, baby. Catch the UFC pay-per-view fight with Holloway versus Poirier on July 19th. Contact the #1 sports bar in town on Atlantic and Kernan for more info. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, and scenic view.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, brunch with the tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
and Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the program. We got Stuart Moore for one more segment. We want to get caught up on our Dreamfinders Homes point standings, see how we're doing as we head down. Are we down the home stretch yet, Stuart? Not quite yet.
We've got a couple big weeks coming up. Then we've got 3M, then Wyndham, and then 3 playoff events. So
so we got time.
Your boy needs to make up some ground. He's going to start this week.
Yeah, that wheel is just staring at you.
I love it.
E, could you bring everybody up to date? It wasn't very eventful last week.
Correct. It wasn't much movement. Last week, Dan Hicken took JT Poston and Bud Cowley. They didn't give you much bread. You're still about at $20.8 million.
What'd I get from him?
You got $56,000 total.
Wonderful.
JT Poston ain't get you nothing. Bud Coley, you got you about $56,000.
Okay.
Well, I went with Jason Day, and Denny McCarthy. I got totaling $174,000. My total is $17.7 million.
Okay.
In third place is Jeff Prosser. He took Portiger.
Potgeater.
You took Potgeater.
So bad.
You know, one of the best parts of the Dreamfinders Homes pick segment is E working on some of the guys' names. I love that. Continue, E.
And Chris Kirk. You see,
I can't even say.
What's my total?
Your total is $15.5 million.
Okay, and what's Tour's total? Oh, we're getting there still.
All right, and then Tour took Ben Griffin and Matt Thorben Jorgensen. How was that pronunciation?
Not even close.
Thor Bjornsson. It's Thor Bjornsson. All right, anyway, go ahead.
Anyways, you got about $14.4 million.
All right, 14.4. So
who did Stuart take again?
Ben Griffin and Thorben Jorgensen.
And who did Prost take?
Potgeater.
Hey,
Aldrich.
Hey,
my man.
So Pickett first is the Tour.
Oh,
followed
tough
by
decision here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate all this.
What are you gonna do? Which way are you gonna go?
This is where I pick Scotty.
And
then he finishes T36. You know it. It's not an American course. It's not the Travelers. It's just the win was he was early.
If you don't want to take him, if you want to saddle me with him, I will.
Oh, he was in the late wave. If you're late early, that's where all the leaders came. Give me Scotty.
Yeah, I'll take Rory.
Jeez.
Okay.
I'm taking Xander.
Rory's got a 1, a 4, and coming off a 6. Let's go.
All right, so I'm up. I get stuck with these all the time.
Oh, well.
This is where
trade you want to trade?
You guys get the obvious ones, and then I gotta.
I'll tell you who I'm done picking. Sepp bleeping Straka.
Yeah,
which
not
means
doing it.
Which will be good for him. Literally, I didn't pick him. He finished first. The next week miscut. I didn't pick him. He finished third. I picked him miscut.
I'm taking the Scottish wonder with the teeth of a great Scot.
Mac?
Bobby Mack.
Bobby Mack with the teeth of a great Scot.
Robert McIntyre.
Fluoride does not run free overseas.
And then I'm also going to take, oh boy. I can get a check from him, but he ain't going to win. Or this guy ain't going to win either. But I'll take Colin Morikawa. Over Tommy. Which now takes us back to E.
You know, I'm gonna take my boy, man. I'm not taking Ludwig because he ain't been doing nothing for me. I'm going with JT, Justin Thomas.
Oh, okay. That takes us to Jeff.
I'll go Ludwig.
Okay. And then we finish up with.
I have a real good. If we were in February, I'd have an awesome team here, Rory and Oberg.
Oh yeah,
those two jokers are winning everything every week. Unfortunately, it's July, but I'm going to go with them.
Not July golfers. I really feel bad about this pick just because I have some insight from social media and otherwise. This guy's been enjoying some downtime back home in Norway, having a couple pops with
Victor?
the boys. Yeah,
I almost took him.
They better not have the shakes. No,
Okay.
yeah.
You think he's going to have the shakes? Wow.
Shake.
So I'm sorry, Victor Wembanyama?
No, exactly.
Victor Hovland. So, there you have it.
Never know.
Vic and Scotty.
What is this course look like a British Open course? 'Cause sometimes you get over there,
but it's not like from 1890. But
right.
Yeah.
So it's got more of that resort
but it's
course.
It's got the wispy grass and the and the pop
does it have does it have
It feels
railroad ties and
you're not
like around the ponds. That's what I need to know.
Yeah, no one's walking their dogs on Renaissance late at night like they would at Dan's beloved St. Andrews.
Does it have a road hole?
I don't think so.
Does it have a Swillican Bridge?
Swillican Bridge?
Yeah.
Did you say Swillican?
Swillican.
I don't believe so. I've never been to how have I never been to Scotland?
That's amazing.
For real?
You were a professional player.
I'm almost 50 for crying out loud.
What are you doing?
You know, with your life. I mean,
take a look. Take a look in the mirror and make some changes. Would you?
I stopped doing that years ago.
I know where you're not going for your motivation. Fear. He never leaves feeling better, does he? I know.
That's correct.
We love him.
No, we love him.
I tell you what, the only good stuff today, got shorts on, not going to the office.
Nice. Yeah.
Take that global home.
Remote?
He said COVID man left, but remote ain't.
Yeah, I miss COVID. That was a great era. That was a great era.
He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that.
Oh, my. If that's the worst thing said on this show today.
Yeah, if that hurts your feelings, just switch it off then.
COVID was
Shut
great.
up.
You wake up at 10.
Gosh.
Pretend you were doing a meeting.
Yeah,
Dump
I'm
button.
busy.
Abort.
Yeah.
Abort.
Views expressed on this, not necessarily. All right, good seeing you. Those are our Dream Finders picks. We'll see how it works out. I don't think we've picked a winner in about a month, so don't gamble with us. Gamble on your own accord. And Stuart, it's great to see you, my man.
Great to be seen, boys.
Appreciate you very much. Thank you. We'll come back. We'll get back into some football talk and more right here on The Drill.
Living on the First Coast.
The beach.
Loving the First Coast.
I love it.
1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio.
It's Christmas in July at Beard's Diamonds. Why not celebrate your anniversary with a stunning eternity band or a pair of diamond stud earrings? Buy now and get up to 40% off. Don't miss this annual event. Best prices of the year store-wide. And remember, Beard's Diamonds is your local jeweler with over 4 decades of delivering the best value, the best quality, and the best overall experience. With no commission salespeople, no corporate sales quotas, and no nonsense pricing. Beard's Diamonds at the shops at Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
Gang, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matty is, but we both want to know, have you done your last will? Man, Dan, I don't know why you bring that up. That's depressing. No, it's not. Something you got to take care of, something you want to do because you work hard for your money. You want to get the money to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Right? You want to have as much money as you can for your loved ones. Matt Hinson will listen. He'll help you with your decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. Real easy to get a hold of Matty. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring. Take
Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass. He told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm Mac with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning.
Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. Whether it's a long day on your feet, a demanding workout, or everyday aches and pains, you need relief that can keep up when pain persists. Aleve is here for you with longer-lasting body pain relief compared to leading OTC-branded pain relievers. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Hey gang, here for my friends at Zero Res. I love the cleaning freaks. Man, if you got your house clean this summer, you need to. The month of July is National Carpet Cleaning Month. And because of that, Zero Res is offering, check this out, gang, $45 a room of carpet clean, 20% off air duct cleaning services as well. Listen, graduation parties over, summer barbecues, maybe just had one, family gatherings. What a great time to get the house spick and span for the rest of the year. And carpet goes through some stuff, right? So schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com, ZeroResJacksonville.com, or call 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL, the Hicken Special, whatever you want to call it. It calls Zero Res. You spell it forwards or backwards, it spells the same. Zero Res.
Registration is now open for the Circle K Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament. Over $250,000 in cash and prizes available, with payouts up to 20 places. Of course, there's great prizes for lady anglers, and bring along your junior anglers as well. Register today at kingfishtournament.com. Even if you're not on the water, spectators will enjoy fun exhibits, food, kids' activities, and a fireworks display at the Circle K Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by YMCA of Florida's First Coast. Jaguars star Josh Hines-Allen says he knew he was in good hands the moment his Kentucky coaches gave him the green light on new head coach Liam Cohen. That trust has only grown as camp approaches.
When
when we hired him, I got all my coaches back in Kentucky was raving about him. They was like, you're going to love him.
In the NBA Summer League, former Florida Gator Will Richards made a splash in his Warriors debut, dropping 16 points and flashing the same game poise that helped Florida win this year's championship. And on the grass courts of London, Ben Sheldon on a tear. The 22-year-old Gator alum just punched his ticket to his first Wimbledon quarterfinal, continuing a breakout year for American tennis. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:55 and it's 80 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Zone 10XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
I jumped the gun a little bit. We got 3 minutes and 8 seconds until we get officially 9 o'clock nasty, but I will pass this on. I saw this today, and that is seems like two kids just trying to make it in the world of hip hop and football just can't quite make it, and that's
what are you talking about?
Cardi and
Stefan
look like they've gone down the tubes. Is that true?
I would think that
Can you
there would be,
confirm?
Yeah, I think that relationship would have a lot of overhead compartment storage. Right? It feels like there's a lot going on there between those two.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on.
There's a lot of overhead storage.
I'm kind of thinking that, Stefan was, attracted to the fame and the other things and then had his way and now has moved on.
Well,
yeah.
That'd be my guess. But I don't know for sure. You know how you see little hidden things and you're always amazed, and here I am at 62 years old, and like logos, slogans. FedEx is the one that always comes to mind with the arrow in the FedEx, which I never knew about till 5 years ago.
We're to the point that almost every logo has something like that in there.
Well, and here's one now, and again, I didn't know this, but you probably did. San Diego Padres, SD has a P in it.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Well, you have to, it's not always in color like that.
Yeah. No, I know. But if you look for it, there it is. A P. It's SD.
I almost think
intertwined, and the S and the D create a P.
I'm not sure that they did it on purpose.
Maybe not.
I think that, because
I know the Brewers have one.
Yeah,
like that.
but those stand out. Yeah. You're supposed to see them. Or they're naturally built in. There's nothing there that looks like a P if you're not looking for that
Totally
P.
new to me.
If it doesn't, that P's got the logo that Dan's looking at, they've outlined the P with a different color. Well, of course you see a P.
Yeah. But I would have never seen that before. I didn't know.
I don't know if I ever saw it. I'd heard that one before.
Yeah.
Every once a year I go down this rabbit hole with these, hidden messages in logos. Like the Wizards has a W. They all have something, man. That's what you learn.
Okay.
The NBC logo has the peacock.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, you know what drops today? I believe it's today.
What drops today?
That quarterback Netflix show.
Oh, yeah. I think it drops. Yeah. This evening.
Now, are we getting one a week, or does the whole thing drop and I can work my way through?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm excited to. I like that. That's good.
Didn't we have a repeat performer this year? Didn't one of the guys that Cousins is back again?
Yeah, Cousins is in it.
Yeah, that's. But
it's not a great year for Cousins.
It's like watching a train wreck.
It's not going to
speak well for Atlanta. That's for sure.
Well,
probably going to find out he was hurt more than we knew.
No, but we have to go through the whole Michael Penix Jr. draft pick thing.
Well, I get this whole I'm seeing now, as a matter of fact, I'm tying these things together. I'm quick that way. But I'm seeing here on ESPN, Cousins felt, quote, misled after Falcons drafted Penix. Now, that's an old story, but I guess that must be from the Netflix. That's probably where they're pulling that.
Our friend Lauren Brooks says the whole season is out. This is wonderful.
Oh. Who are the other quarterbacks? Is it Burrow, or was he last year? I watched the first year. I haven't watched since.
Well, the second year they did the wide receivers. It was very good.
They didn't do quarterbacks again.
Okay, couldn't get the quarterbacks.
Oh, I got you.
So, yeah, it's so good.
I hear you.
I mean, that's where we saw the whole Mahomes injury thing and against the Jags. And I mean, it gives you some really good insight.
For sure.
Burrow, Golf, and Cousins.
I like watching. So it is Burrow. Yeah, it is Burrow.
I wonder if we have the Joe Burrow.
I watched those things one time, and that's
I wonder if there's a Joe Burrow frustration scene
from last year. Sure. Well, he voiced that frustration. So
yeah. I mean, like
What's his Batmobile?
Huh?
Burrow's like his Batmobile.
Oh, he's got the Batmobile.
Oh man.
Oh, Joe.
Do we give Burrow too much credit at some point?
No.
So unequivocally, it's just
he's him.
Free pass. Yeah.
Joe U's on the Checkmate Coatings hotline.
Oh, good for him.
Hello, Joe.
Lucky day for Joe.
Top of the morning, boys.
Be able to experience this with us.
Kind of slow news day, but when you mentioned logos, this came to mind.
What do you got?
I don't know if you can see it because you have to turn it upside down. The Chicago Bulls logo.
Yeah.
Are y'all aware of this?
Talk to me.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've
Turn
seen
it
all
upside
these.
down. It could be one thing that I wouldn't say on the radio, but it also could be a robot reading a dictionary.
What?
Or you could say reading a Bible. Take the Chicago Bulls logo, turn it upside down.
I'm Googling right now as we speak.
All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a
it's
a robot, or it's someone.
Yeah, I've seen those.
A robot behind a crab is, that could be interpreted as well. So, but very interesting.
Now I won't be able to unsee it. Thank you, Joe. You.
All right, boys.
I'm looking here on a bunch of, let's see, the Dallas Mavericks, the horse in the logo has an M subtly incorporated into its forehead.
Yeah.
Islanders, the I in their logo points directly to the location of the Nassau Coliseum.
It's too much. I'm having system overload here in my
Right.
brain. I need you to just do one a day.
The Rocket, it's a rocket taking off.
You're not
the Houston
stopping.
Rockets.
You won't stop. Ladies and gentlemen, he will not stop.
Diamondback head for the A.
Oh, Lord.
Now, you brought this up. I mean,
FedEx, the arrow. FedEx has the arrow.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, that's a smile. Some of these, like, I thought they were obvious. I the FedEx I didn't feel like that needed to be pointed out, or the peacock.
FedEx has the arrow.
Yeah.
If you don't know that, I think there's that. And then
The Braves could not be at a more appropriate site for their game tonight.
Where are they?
A minor league ballpark.
Oh, what is it?
Oakland.
Oh, Sacto.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in Oakland.
Well, they're playing Oakland. Or they're not Oakland anymore, I
No,
guess.
they're the Athletics. They're the Athletics. Oh, you're on the West Coast. Who else do you have out there?
Angels, I think, but I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, I honestly don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
And unfortunately for me, a baseball lover, the Braves have just punched me in the mouth so bad that I'm trying to like watch some other baseball storylines, the teams that matter, and I just can't do it. It's too painful still. So
we've got the O's.
Yeah.
The O's and then the Royals.
Good luck. They just swept us, so they must be really good.
Yeah. They are playing better. Didn't Chuck Morton beat you guys?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We hardly scored off him. We got he wasn't great.
He actually has pitched better, though, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's pitched better. In the beginning, he was just
a disaster.
brutal. Yeah, he's pitched better than disastrous.
He was like a 10 ERA, right? In the beginning?
At one point. It's down to like 4.8 or something, which is about what he pitched to in Atlanta. Like Charlie Morton is what he is.
You know what's kind of fun this year?
We can't hit it all. They can't hit it all.
You know what's kind of fun this year in baseball is that the awards are not like lock, stock, barrel right now.
In baseball?
Yeah.
They're not?
No. Like who should start? Like I'll throw you one. Who should start for the National League in the All-Star game? I have an opinion on that.
Who should start in the National League as far as the
pitching? Who should be the starting pitcher?
Wheeler.
Yeah, Wheeler. And he deserves it. And he ought to get it. And they ought to let Zach Wheeler. And he's a Georgia boy, by the way, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
He is, yeah. Is there anyone else that's even,
Skeens could go again, back to back. Skeens would love to do it. Yeah, that's always a great story, but
that should be him.
I think it should be Zach Wheeler.
I agree.
Yeah. Who's the MVP of the National League?
Are we going to overthink it? We're just going to give it to the same guy every year.
Well, that's the question.
Yeah,
there's a lot of candidates, though, is my point.
I guess. You can sell me that there are a lot of candidates. Yeah. I don't necessarily agree. Shohei Ohtani is 1,000 times better than anybody in the National League is playing.
Oh, wow.
Shohei's going to hit 60, buddy.
60 home runs?
Yeah. If he plays there a whole year, he'll probably end up with 60.
How many's he got?
30.
Okay.
Well, he's well over halfway, though, so maybe not 60.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just dude's playing a different game. Now he's going to pitch a little bit, so inevitably he's going to have some pitching high marks. Although they were running, it's hard. I don't know. Do you lose a little steam once you've won a few if your team runs away with things? Is it harder to win an MVP if you're Shohei? Or are you more because it feels like a Cub? Because it feels like Crow Armstrong could win the MVP.
Right.
You know, he's going to go 40-40. Did you know that part?
Well, we'll see.
Well, he's got 27 steals and 27 homers.
Has he got 27? I think he's got less
steals or homers?
Homers. I don't think he is.
Stand by. I thought he had 27. Yeah. Maybe I was looking at the steals when I saw that. Let's see. Yeah, probably not because I got Schwarber at the bottom of the list here with 27. He has he's 7th in homers with 23.
23.
And by the way, James Wood, who I've been kicking out of the All-Star game all morning, hitting 288 with 23 homers.
Oh, he's having a great year.
Yeah. But still, those numbers aren't any better than Soto's, really.
No. Soto's got 21, but it's not all about homers. It's, other things. But
21
anyway.
and 51. Wood does have 67. Oh, he is having an All-Star year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But this Seiya Suzuki of Chicago is having a better year than Crow Armstrong. And Crow Armstrong, they want to give the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, Armstrong's hitting 270. Suzuki's hitting 263. Armstrong has 23 homers. Suzuki has 25. Armstrong has 67 RBIs. Suzuki has 67. Yet somehow
Suzuki has 75.
I mean 77.
Yeah.
The other has 77 now.
Wow.
Armstrong has 67. Suzuki has 77. Yet somehow Armstrong's WAR is 5.2 and Suzuki's is 2.1.
Well, it's a defense.
Wow.
I guess that's what I mean. That's,
yeah. But everything OPS is actually higher for Suzuki. It's weird.
Yeah.
That WAR, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much of it.
Oh, yeah.
That guy can't be 3 wins a year better than that guy when his numbers aren't any better. That's silly.
I would tend to agree.
If you do that, you're saying that certain major league defenders cost you 3 games a year. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
There's no defender who makes 3 game-losing plays in a year. Not at major league level. I'll go Ohtani though.
Okay.
And it's kind of unfair. Like, why wouldn't Cal Raleigh get MVP
Big
consideration?
Best nickname in sport.
But they won't give it to him.
Well, right.
They'll never give it to him. But he's not lacking anywhere. He's hitting 268. He's got 35 homers. He has more home runs and the same amount of RBIs as Aaron Judge. So tell me why this, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I need some answers from Murph, man.
Yeah.
There's something going on with the WAR.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Cal Raleigh, I told you, got a platinum glove.
Right.
Nobody played defense better than him in the entire league.
Last year.
Okay?
Maybe he's off this year.
Raleigh is hitting 268 with 35 homers and 74 RBIs.
Okay.
An OPS of 1.02. Judge is hitting 360. That's way better, don't get me wrong. 33 homers less than Raleigh. 74 RBIs, the same.
Mm-hmm.
And an OPS of 1.2, which is 1.5 better. Yet his WAR is 6.5 to 4.5. What? Because he's hitting 360?
Mm-hmm.
Is Judge a great defender?
No.
Raleigh's the best defender in baseball last year.
Yeah.
Yet the WAR, you tell me, was because of the defense for Crow Armstrong. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. We'll have to talk to Murph about it when he comes in.
Yeah, I reckon.
Do you know this? We've talked about this before, and it's pretty cool. This COSM. It's a company that has those like sports bar, but you're there locations in LA and Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Ping showed us that.
Yeah, like you're
It's a stadium.
Like
it's VR. It's virtual reality.
Right. Instead of going to the game
To the British Open.
you go to the game in a way.
It's VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way the depth
You
is
feel
set
like
up,
you're there.
you feel like you're sitting in the seat. They just show you
And
camera
it's not
angles.
like you don't wear these big
No.
helmets or anything. It's just the way they have their own cameras set up in the events.
Every seat that you're sitting in the arena that you're in the bar, whatever it is, the building, every seat that you're in has a corresponding camera view at the game. So where you're sitting, it looks like
Like this is Texas, Michigan last year in Michigan, and this is in Dallas. And look at those people are not there, but they're there.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's very cool.
So anyway.
Yeah, it makes it look like they're coming into you.
Yeah, it looks like you're right there, dude.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. Anyway, it's called COSM, and they have these in LA and Dallas, but they are now working on Atlanta, Detroit, and Cleveland.
Okay.
And the goal is to open 50 locations within 5 years.
I think there's one in Orlando, maybe. It's the closest to us.
Well, there isn't one in Orlando.
Oh, there's not.
I just said they have 2 locations, and they're working on Atlanta, Detroit, and Cleveland.
Oh, Pink sure told me that there was a Florida one when he was doing
Well, there might be. The goal is to open 50 in 5 years.
Okay.
But they're really cool looking.
to the point that Ping was actually doing stand-ups in front, and it looked like you're at the Dodgers game. It was a playoff game, Dodgers playoff game, I think.
The only thing that's a little weird is they build it right next to the stadium. So my thought was, well, why would I want to go? I would build it away from the stadium because I don't want to deal with the traffic because it's during the event. So why do I want to get stuck in that traffic?
Well, you're going to get stuck 80 games, I guess. But if it doesn't correspond, though, you're not at the stadium. It's the Dodger Stadium it's near, right?
Yes,
yeah,
I believe. No, or it might be the arena. I'm not sure where it is. Because I was at Dodger Stadium, and I don't know where that would be close to Dodger Stadium. Because that's out a little bit away from downtown.
You would have seen it, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought.
But anyway, I think that's a fascinating idea. I'm curious to see how it plays, and I know they have big plans for it. All
right, ESPN moved yesterday. We were talking about they're going top 10s at each position. Yesterday they did running back, and we no-showed. Today is defensive tackles. I'm not even going to click on it.
Oh, they did the players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even going to click on defensive tackle. Certainly, we don't have a defensive tackle that's in the top 10. There's no way that Eric Armstead takes that kind of street cred, does he?
No.
No, yeah. So I'm not even going to click on the thing. I'm not even going to look.
No, we could name the guys who are going to be in the top 10.
But I've also got this. It just came out this hour, and that's Bill Barnwell. Every year he ranks all 32 teams by playmaker cores, best wide receiver, tight end, running back groups.
Right.
You know, individually, those things aren't great for Jacksonville. I wonder how they all combo up.
Right.
Boy, if Travis Etienne hadn't fallen off the map, if he had kept on an upward climb, we would think a lot differently about this whole group. And we're also putting a lot in Brenton Strange. Where do you think? Aren't we going to show up here about where we are and everything? 21. Wide receiver, tight end, running back groups.
I think the wide receiver group will be
this combined. This is your core, your playmaking core. These together. These aren't individual. It's the three of them are one group. Your wide receivers.
Oh, he's got this out now?
Yeah, it's out right now.
And where are the Jags, you're asking me?
That's
it's
correct.
Wide receivers, tight end, and running backs?
Right. Your offensive core.
It's in the 20s.
You're right. It's like going to be like 21. Same way they are with, same place they are in the power ranking. Yeah, all right. Well,
I think it's a little, God, I hate to say it, but tight end and running backs are so lowly ranked that it's going to offset our receiver group, which is okay, which potentially is good, but it's even unproven.
I think the running back group we look on lower than outside of Jacksonville. They don't feel the Travis Etienne frustration of watching every play of last year. There's still
I just saw ESPN rank the running backs.
Yeah,
I saw the top 10.
Yeah, and
I saw the honorable mention.
For sure.
I saw receiving votes.
Yeah.
I didn't see ETN.
I hear you.
So that would take me into the 20s by far. So I don't know. I think they do look at him as not great.
Three guesses. Who's 28? And this is a top 4 football team. Is why I ask you. 28.
28.
Yeah.
Kansas
28th.
City?
Nope. That's one.
Okay. Help us out
You
here.
can only miss one other time. I mean.
No, I got 3 guesses.
Yeah, and it's a top 4 team, so you got a real good chance of getting this.
It can't be Baltimore because they got Derrick Henry.
It's probably, what you think about Buffalo?
28 Buffalo, running back, receiver, tight end.
That's not right.
Because their offense is
No. James Cook had a great year.
Yeah.
The tight ends, I like Kincaid. Kincaid failed to top 55 receiving yards in a single game. That's a name. That's not a
bad year.
The receivers are Shakir, and Samuel, and Mac Hollins, and Keon Coleman.
Oh, boy.
And the problem, James Cook, but isn't he on kind of the outs?
No, he's not on the outs.
All
He
right,
wants a
just want a
contract.
contract.
He just wants to get paid.
Well, I'll just tell you how hard it is. That's where you are. The Jets are ahead of him at 27.
Jets have some talent, but I don't.
Anyway, this is just this is just running back, receiver, tight end. All right, let's
kind of speaks nicely of Josh Allen though in a way.
Kinda, he's the MVP. Last year they were 24. By the way, it's not like they were highly thought of going into last year. I'm still looking for.
I like that Shakir guy though. He's a good receiver.
He's a nice. He's a real good second receiver.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
Yeah.
A real good second receiver.
Yeah.
I got the Chargers at 22. Still in search of the Jags. Steelers 21.
Oh, we haven't hit them?
No.
Okay, so it's good.
Raiders 20. Seahawks 19.
Wow. Okay. Boy, Billy.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, 18th.
Okay, way better than I thought.
Let's see what they say. If you didn't watch many Jaguars games last season, about the only thing you missed was the breakout from first-round pick Brian Thomas Jr. Despite inconsistent quarterback play and an offense that never seemed to get right around him, he immediately stood out as a problem for opposing defenses.
No doubt.
Few receivers of any vintage make things look as easy as he did, as he effortlessly glided away from defenders and snatched wayward passes out of the air. He's already a legitimate number one rideout. Could Thomas and Travis Hunter become the league's best 1-2 punch of rookie contract receivers? It's impossible to say how the Jags will actually deploy Hunter, who won the Heisman while playing receiver and corner. I'd argue the two-way star may have gotten at least a little boost from his story. He ranked 7th in the Big 12 in yards run per route.
Okay.
But it should go without saying the number 2 pick is an otherworldly athlete. Let's see. Let's go down to the other. After those two, let's hope Cohen can do as much with the ancillary players as he did in Tampa. Receiver De'Ami Brown was an afterthought for 4 years in Washington, but he before a hot postseason run, tight end Brenton Strange inherits the starting role after averaging a respectable 1.6 yards per route a year ago. Cohen was able to land the right runner, Bucky Irving, in a 3-headed backfield for the Bucs last season. He'll need to do the same thing in Jacksonville. 21 first-rounder Travis Etienne hasn't lived up to expectations. Tank Bigsby hasn't been able to hold on to the football. Could Cohen get the most out of Bashal Tootin, another rookie 4th-rounder? So there at least is the description. You're listening to The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday as we wade knee-deep into the 9 o'clock nasty.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
That's a fascinating little gadget. It's going to replace CDs soon, so I'll have to buy the White Album again.
What is this? It's a 1010XL.
The past is past, the future's now.
Guys, your lawn's the home field. Now you can champion your St. Augustine grass. TopDressing.com just hit Jacksonville with a game-changing patented process. Aerate and transform your turf into a fairway-worthy masterpiece. Less water, shorter cuts, and the envy of every neighbor. No one else delivers a perfect 10 lawn like this. Visit TopDressing.com and dominate your block with the same process that golf courses use. Top dress your lawn like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hicken here. I've been around the block, and Checkmate Coatings is who I'd call for my own place. They're the new MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors. Oh, man. Start with your garage. Get your garage done, but you won't end there if you go with Checkmate Coatings, man. Checkmate Coatings, they'll do your patio, the driveway, your pool deck, whatever. They'll coat it. And you can talk to Brendan, the owner, who knows and lives Checkmate Coatings. No massive overhead means top quality floors at prices that score. Here's what you do. You're interested? Go to checkmatecoatings.com today. Checkmate Coatings. Check them out at checkmatecoatings.com. Easy to do. It's Checkmate Coatings. You ain't get your floors missing. Peace. Da 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 da.
Storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save 15% on roof replacements and repairs now through July 31st. And financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Discuss the beautiful game. The Coaches Show presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor. Get an hour of soccer talk Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Hey, a lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Football season is almost here, so before it arrives, I'm going to get my home organized. Lauren Brooks here. Closets by Design creates custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms or entertainment centers. Anywhere that needs to be organized. Call today to schedule a free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off with free installation. Yes, that's 40% off plus an additional 15% off during the month of July. Call 878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Cooking with Crisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rollie.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Yo, you already know it's your main man E.T. here. And if you've ever been injured in an accident, visit my buddy Dr. McGowan at McGowan Spine and Rehabilitation Center. You have 14 days to see a doctor and protect your insurance benefits. And even if you're at fault, and no matter what you hear, you have the right to choose your own doctor. And I recommend the team at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. They're auto experts and will guide you every step of the way to ensure the care that you need. Your recovery starts with McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation.
If golf is your thing, you'll want to check out the 2025 Hills Pass at Hidden Hills Golf Club. Unlimited golf, including golf car, and preferred tee times for just one low price. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to purchase your Hills Pass today.
Are you ready to play this summer? At the First Coast YMCA, we're committed to being your home for health and wellness and a place for friendly competition with team sports for adults and for kids. Basketball, volleyball, pickleball, flag football, soccer. The Y has something for everyone at any age. Discover all the benefits of YMCA membership and find your fun this summer at the Y. Registration for team sports and summer camps is open now. Visit fcymca.org.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy. Why so glum?
Stinky ice cubes, Jason. It's all downhill from here.
What?
The tap water at my place smells kind of funky. Funky tap water makes funky ice cubes. I meet a nice girl, invite her back to my place for a cocktail, and blow my whole romantic gesture with a mojito that smells like dog's feet.
Wait, I can totally make you way cooler.
I'm not taking your charity ice cubes, Jason. I have my pride.
Your pride is safe. Our plumbers can be at your house the day you call and install a whole home water purification system. Water tastes better, dishes come out cleaner, even your hair feels better after you shower.
Ooh, the ladies love a man with soft hair, don't they, Jason?
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend every day worried about the water in your own home, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
You've got a lot on your plate. The last thing you need is car trouble. At Maxie's Mechanics, we help you keep your cars, trucks, and SUVs running safely. Visit MaxieAutoRepair.com today for honest service, reliable repairs, and peace of mind for you and your family.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on The Drill. It is a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Man, football gets here before you know it, doesn't it? The Jags will be reporting for camp a week from Saturday. You've got the SEC Media Days. I think the ACC Media Days are follow-up right after that, but SEC Media Days next week. So certainly a lot going on. When is the Major League Draft? Isn't that coming up?
I think it's like next week, this weekend or next weekend. It's right around the All-Star game.
I got sent you want to, can I give you one more commiseration about the Braves?
Yeah.
What about this one? From 2019 to 2024, the Braves drafted 64 pitchers, and in the last 10 years, the Braves have drafted 160 pitchers in the last 10 years.
Okay.
5 are on the big league roster.
So that's not good.
I don't think so.
No.
From 2014 to 2024, the Braves had 15 first-round picks. How many of those should be on your roster?
Half, probably.
1.
Be my guess.
Austin Riley.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. So there's a lot
that
going
hurts
into
too.
here. Yeah.
Now, there's other ways in baseball to offset that.
And
However,
most do, but you got to have a plan. The Braves have really been the team that has built through that.
Yeah.
Like the way to offset is you get you get that shiny object every year.
Yeah.
Dodgers, Mets, Red Sox, Yankees
that's why
do that.
I get so mad at Mets fans when they get upset with David Stearns, who in his first year guided us to the NLCS and has a plan and sticks to his plan and deserves the benefit of the doubt. And here in his second year, you understand the Mets, they don't go back-to-back in the postseason, like ever. Like we've been playing ball for 60 years, and they've done it like twice. So we're trying to build a roster that can compete for world championships every year, and I got to let this guy do his thing. And he deserves that benefit of the doubt. He did great in Milwaukee. He's doing great. He's part of the reason we have Juan Soto, okay? So, I mean, let the guy do his thing, and they just lose their mind. You can always – everybody has an opinion, right? Like, for the Mets, for example, what do we do with Mark Vientos? Had a great year last year. Do you give up on him? No, you don't give up on him yet. But, who's our boy in Arizona? The
Corbin Carroll?
Yeah. Had a terrible sophomore slump year. Well, Vientos has been awful. He's been hurt. He's like 2 for his last 30.
Is he down or up?
He's up right now.
Yeah.
But you got Vientos, Beatty, and Mauricio, and you got to kind of sort through. And then you always have the fear if you trade one of these guys who has the potential, he's Pete Crow Armstrong.
Sure.
So you have to at some point make a decision, though. And I suspect one of those guys may get traded here in the next.
I got one more baseball observation because we were talking about this earlier. So let's start it right here. You know who you asked me who are the MVPs?
Yeah.
The MVP in the American League, it is Cal Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
It is. He should be the MVP. He's more the big old big bad Aaron Judge and the Yankees. How they doing?
Yeah,
they're the biggest underachievers in sport. They lose to this knockoff team every other day.
Yeah.
Lost 6 in a row. Lost 10 out of 11. Lost another 5 in a row.
Struggling.
Bleep that.
Yeah.
Cal Raleigh, you ready for this one? Shazam me. Thanks to the Murray Ford Superstores. Today's Shazam Spotlight. There have been 2 catchers in Major League Baseball history.
Mm-hmm.
Carlton Fisk and Pudge Rodriguez.
Okay.
There have been 2 catchers in Major League history who have hit 33-plus homers, had 70-plus RBIs, and stole 90 bases in a season. Raleigh's done it all before the All-Star break.
I'm out. You just said stole 90 bases.
9.
Oh.
Stole 9-plus bases. Yeah.
Okay.
33 homers, 70 RBIs, 9 or more steals in a single season. Only 2 catchers have done it. Raleigh has done it now before the All-Star break. He's hit all those marks before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, he's big dumpers having a year.
Although I will say this. I will say this. Let's throw out steals and catchers. That's just silly. They're not supposed to. If they do, it's just a bonus.
Yeah.
It's hard to give a guy credit because he's got 10 steals.
Yeah. There's ways to build baseball teams, and listen, Anthropoulos, everything he touched turned to gold for years. And then all of a sudden, now it's interesting because they went with all these long-term contracts, and we're like, how are they getting these great players at these deals? And now we'll see. I mean, it's, they'll have to make some decisions going forward, and they might have to eat some money.
They'll run it back
like a
next
lot of
year.
people, well,
Azuna will be gone, but the next year,
Albies, I'm not
Riley,
sure.
Albies, Harris, they will all be back next year.
Okay. I don't know.
They're too cheap. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to go sign Altuve? Huh.
No, but
whoever. I don't want. Listen, I said you can take all them. I'm not going to cry if they get rid of them.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting rid of the whole team.
No.
I'm keeping Olsen, Riley, Albies, Baldwin, Acuna.
Yeah.
And then anybody else I can either trade or move, or I'm not giving up on other guys. But those are the ones that. And then the pitchers. They got to stay healthy though. Strider, Schwellenbach, or Sale, or Lopez. They're hurt. Someone's hurt all the time, usually more than one. Except the one guy who you worry about being hurt, and there he is in New York, 11-2.
Well, that's baseball.
Yeah.
The Mets have gone through. Every team goes through it. Every team, you literally have to break camp with a list of 15 guys who can start major league games for you, whether they're in AAA, AA, or on the big league club. You can't go with a group of 5 or 6 guys and go, these are going to be our guys all year. It doesn't work that way. They all get hurt.
Don't.
We lost Frankie Montas. He just came back. Sean Manaea is still out. Kodai's missed. Our best pitchers are not pitching. Tyler McGill is out. So you have to, if you don't have that, and that's where I give credit to the front office and the manager. And you mentioned my guys, McLean, Tong, and Sproat. I would think those guys would get. They don't call those guys up for spot starts yet. They don't want. They're developing, yeah. And it drives the fan crazy because fans pay attention more. If you're a fan of a team, you know your minor league system a little bit, and you hear about these guys, and you're like, well, gosh. And then you see what he did, and then you go look him up, and you're like, oh my God. Well, it's a big jump, man. It's just, and they don't want them going through some of that stuff.
Well, listen, and people that heard just what I said, and then they've also heard me say Snicker long ago should have been fired. He's well past his, firing date for me. Well, how can it be both? The reason is this. Yes, they've had these injuries. Yes, they've had these things. This is not a 39-50 ball club.
No.
This team should never, it has been managed pathetically. That dude should be fired into the sun. He should not be allowed to coach in the All-Star game. Dereliction of duty. He has been especially bad. Trust me. I'm not talking about the overall. I'm talking about watching this dude go through a game. Mm-hmm. We're a team that's like on its last leg, Dan. We're trying to salvage 1 out of 3 against Baltimore on Sunday. What does the genius do? Mm-hmm. He sits Acuna, Olsen, and Riley. Nice move, dumbass.
That drives fans.
We're 10 under 5. We're 10 games under 500, about to get swept at home. Let's sit our only 3 good players, you idiot.
That's what
good Lord, man.
Drives fans crazy. I saw the Yankees fans, they sat some of their guys on Sunday against the Mets, and they're desperate for a win. The Mets punted the game Sunday. We started Davinsky, and we brought in a guy named Zach Pop.
Sure, why not?
Any relation to Bryce?
Iggy. I think he's Iggy's cousin.
Okay.
Let's take a break and come back and see what's trending. We'll do that next right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Tommy Mack joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl for the new and improved Helmets and Heels. New attitude, new time. Catch the new look Helmets and Heels afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Tommy Mack makes his Helmets and Heels debut July 14th. Here's Linda Beaver.
The dog days of summer are here, and so are the hottest deals of the year. Whether you're hauling down the street, cruising on the beach, or just escaping the heat, we have the ride you're looking for and the wow you experience you deserve. Save big on select models with sizzling summer savings, low financing, and limited time bonus cash on all trades. So don't sweat it. Come beat the heat at Beaver Automotive, where the summer deals will wow you.
Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durban Park, Butler Point, and now in Ortega Park. Chicken Salad Chick.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
Your home is more than walls and a roof. It's where you breathe, drink, and power through life. At Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to keep it all running smoothly. From clean, cool air to clean water, reliable power to expert plumbing, we do it all. For over 35 years, families have trusted Donovan to make their homes healthier, safer, and more comfortable. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing today, 904-270-COOL, where health meets home.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida, because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwoods has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwoods, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the Shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 8, 1982, Yankees manager Billy Martin gets his 1,000th career win.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
Maxed out on credit card, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Registration is now open for the Circle K Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament. With over $450,000 in cash and prizes, fun starts on July 13th with the inaugural Kickoff Beach Tournament that has a $50,000 cash first place prize. There's also a junior offshore tournament and one for the lady anglers. Best of all, the winner of the general offshore tournament takes home a Contender 28T with twin Yamaha 200s. Register today at kingfishtournament.com.
1010XL is presented by Barra & Barra, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
Just cooling down about being back, getting after it. Summertime in Jacksonville, Florida. The heat is on. The oven is up. We're basting. It's a beautiful time of the year.
Oh, boy.
Football's just around the corner, and life is good. That's all I can tell you.
Well, football is just around the corner. And
got a little bit of Wimbledon fever, too. I'm excited about Shelton. I want to see if he can take it a little bit further.
Tennis is one of those weird ones where you just kind of pick it up every few
I watched
years.
that French Open final, and that got me going. It was such a classic between Sinner and Alcaraz, and yeah, it's good stuff.
I would look forward to a Djokovic-Alcaraz final if Shelton's not there. I would pull for Shelton for sure, the former Gator, but to see if Joker can win one more, snap the. I think he's in a tie with Margaret Court, isn't he? Or is it Serena? Did she tie also? I can't keep up.
Yeah.
He's blown by the guys. I think he's 24, Nadal's 22, Federer's 20.
We were talking about prospects, and it's just that you just have them, and you have as many as you can. And I see that the Mets are calling up right-handed pitcher Alex Carrillo. Never heard of him. Right. 28 years old, struck out 40 batters in 25 innings. Cool scouting story from Independent Ball. Carrillo played for the Washington Wild Things last summer and was signed out of Venezuela. Throwing 100 miles an hour at Syracuse, hasn't allowed a hit there. You never know.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Those major league hitters kind of measured up a little better.
They figure it out.
All right. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Let's see what's trending before we introduce you to Jaguars Today.
Let's do it.
Exciting new show here on the network.
Whoa.
Number 5.
Well, gentlemen, y'all know what today is?
Today is Armistice Day.
Sure. It's also Amazon Prime Day.
Oh,
Today
no.
starts Amazon Prime Day from the 8th to the 11th.
Don't you tell BWR that.
Oh, and this
She
year
probably already knows.
Oh, of course. And this year marks the first time Prime Day has been extended to 4 days instead of the 2, offering 96 hours of exclusive deals for Amazon Prime members. So expect those packages at those doors, baby. Them packages are going to be at them doors.
Still have made one order online in my life. It was Braves merch after they won the World Series.
I was going to ask, do either of y'all have Prime on y'all's phone?
On my phone?
No.
Yeah, no?
We're Prime members, right? I have to be if I have Amazon Prime TV, don't I?
Yeah.
She's Prime member, I guess, but I don't use it.
Oh, no,
I'm worried. I got to be honest. This is literally, I just don't want to open that Pandora's box.
It's easy, man.
If I open it, man, I will start ordering fish. I will be ordering stuff. I don't spend a lot of money. And if I do that and I can start ordering anything that I want, I'd really like a new this.
Stuff that I can just go get from Target. I'm like, I'll just get off
Or
here.
stuff that you don't really need.
Right.
I just have a feeling if I open up that Amazon box, buddy, we're going to have some financial difficulty.
Hey.
Yo.
We talked about this. Can I do one?
Oh, I got you.
Number 4.
This is the quarterback series. Joe Burrow on the field against Tennessee. False start offense. The penalty train rolls on. And Burrow starts talking. What the bleep are we doing, man? This is on the field. What the bleep? Wake the bleep up. Bleeping mental mistakes all bleeping day. Bengals win 37-27. And hey, way to finish the day. Great drive, Zach Taylor says. No, we suck. It's embarrassing. Bleeping embarrassing. We'll address it, but at the same time, let's enjoy the wins. Bleep that. Bleep that. This is Burrow
in the locker room?
And his coach. No, on the sidelines.
Oh.
We jumped off sides 8 times, man. So he's furious. It's week 15.
That sounds like
And there's the venting.
Sounds like a new coach coming. Sounds like the quarterback is more accountable than the coach is.
And the coach then in the interview said, look, sometimes I walk into a, quote, emotional moment, and I just have to be, you know.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, but it's just, that's the kind of behind-the-scenes stuff that we love.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that I look forward to. For me personally, I love that stuff more because you've seen everything else. But when you can get that
stuff, right.
You know it's going on, but you don't know it's going on. When you see these shows, you find out it is going on.
It gives you a little bit more,
Yes.
absolutely.
But anyway, continue. Thank you, E.
Number 3.
This one is a big for me, and I know it's big for y'all too.
Yes, sir.
TSA has officially ended the mandatory shoe removal.
Yes.
Oh man, I hate to take it off my shoes. So then I started whenever I travel, I always wear dress comfortably, I always wear slides.
Right.
But then, if you're going to be in a rush once you land, you got to get dressed up.
Right.
But that mandatory shoe removal is no longer, and thank you goodness, I hated that shoe.
That's all remember the one dude did something with his shoe. Remember he made some.
Yeah, it was.
He ruined it for all of us
in 2006. I
Just
believe.
like whoever put their terrorist device in more than 8 ounces of liquid. Bleep you too, buddy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can't. I mean, you know how many times these poor ladies have to throw away their shampoo or their aloe.
Personally, I don't care as long as you keep me safe. I'm good. You want to take an extra couple minutes and check everything? That's fine with me. But continue.
No, I'm with E. Leave the shoes on. Let's go.
Yeah, leave the shoes
Number
on.
2.
Oh man, this was kind of cool in Detroit. A car wash owner who passed away. He had one last thing that he wanted done in his honor.
Okay.
He had a helicopter drop down $50,000 in cash to the people in the city of where his car wash were.
I bet that was a free-for-all.
I know, right? I bet that was crazy.
Yeah. Wow. 50,000? Like, was it 50,000 singles?
50K ones.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Let it rain, E.
Let it rain. For real.
Number 1.
And number 1, I saw this yesterday, and we didn't touch on it, so I wanted to, get y'all's point of this.
Okay.
If he plays corner, they're going to run deep balls at him all day. They're going to run the wide receivers, just take off on him all day just to try and get him tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just attack him that way?
That's why
Travis Kelce on the podcast.
That's why coaches are smart and they coach, and why meatheads say stupid things on the. No NFL team can sacrifice one of their 11 every play just to run deep. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's dumb. By the way, teams are also going to run the ball halftime. They're going to just run him deep then too.
I'll tell you one other thing.
And Travis is going to run with it. That's just silliness.
You can say what you want, but the one thing that kid doesn't seem to do is get tired.
But even still, that is so meathead, man. That is just so. We're playing 5th grade pickup school ball. We're going to run them deep every play. That's ridiculous. By the way, there are a lot of players in the league. If it were that easy to wear down a top corner, don't you think they'd be doing it already?
Wouldn't they have done it in college?
Of course. It's a stupid, dumb, meathead thing to say, and it's a media without a whole lot of
They definitely,
filter.
every week when they played Colorado, they circled number 12. Fine 12. Fine 12.
To think that the NFL is going to attack a rookie and throw off their whole game plan. We're just going to run a guy deep every play. That's what he said. Just run a guy deep every play. What elementary school playground are you on there, Kelsey? Yeah, that's a dumb plan. That'd never work. Just for the record. If it were that easy, then every top corner in the league would be overly tested every play just to keep him out of it. So,
so just to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
If he's playing both sides, would it not be a good strategy to keep him off on the offensive side?
Okay, well, here's the deal, bro. The receiver that you're running deep, is he also going to stay on the field? I don't understand. There's 7 minutes between that last defensive play and the first offensive play. So no, I do not think running deep balls on when he's playing defense will at all make him weary or tired on offense.
I agree.
He's 20 years old. He's in great shape. You know what happens in sports and in some of our thoughts? We forget how old we've gotten and how tired we get doing nothing. These guys are full of energy, man.
Yeah,
They're full go. You remember what it was like in college?
Yeah.
Heck, we'd go over at 2 p.m. and run 41 games of basketball.
Yeah.
And they go do it the next day. And so stop thinking like these guys are, 58 and trying to do the river run.
He's not going to be on the field 100% of the snaps on both sides of the ball.
But really, I almost chuckled to myself. And by the way, every media, they all picked up on it. Suddenly, Travis Kelce was like, bar none, top 5% meathead in the league is going to give you the cheat code to stopping a great player. Yeah, he's going to come up with it because, certainly the great coaches around the league hadn't thought of anything. Yeah, I laughed at that guy. Y'all go. Can Taylor Swift just do another tour and take him with her?
Oh dear.
Yeah, just saying.
They're still going strong, Dano.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's trending, gentlemen.
Well done, Fred.
It'll never last.
Well done. I was looking at this list before we get out of here. The teams that have the best chance to make their first college football playoff, and Miami and Florida both on it because they have.
Yeah, I saw Florida way down at 9, probably because of the. I'll tell you the one that I don't believe there's a fool's gold. I remember Desert Swarm, Dan. They told me Arizona was going to win a national title back somewhere in the 80s or 90s. Buyer beware on this Illinois hype, man. Good Lord.
I love Illinois.
Indiana gets hot one year, and suddenly the Big Ten's got a 3rd or 4th team that's going to be there every year.
The trendy pick to win it all this year seems to be Penn State. Everybody's on the Penn State or Texas bandwagon.
I don't believe that one either. But
we shall see. We shall see how that all pans out. Get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill on 1010XL.
Hello, Michael.
Hello. Good morning. Welcome back.
Thank you. What's cooking for you today on a Super Tuesday?
Dylan Denmark and I will converse and kick it around.
Yeah.
We've got a target-rich subject today. Our Tuesday top 5 is asking you for the top 5 moments. It could be, a game or a decision or a hiring or whatever that you'd like a do-over for. In Jaguars history.
Cool. I only get 5?
You only get 5. Yeah. So I took to lumping some together.
Yeah.
Kind of
Jaguar drafts.
That might be some of them, but not all of them.
No,
right? Not all of them, certainly.
Lump a bunch of those in there, though.
Somebody, I think, misinterpreted it because their list was like, I think they wanted to relive the games and do them over again because they had the list as like Fireball-y, the 27-0 comeback. You know, it was like, I'd like to do that too, but I don't think they quite got what the do-over aspect was. So
that'll be fun.
I mean, we got do-overs galore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But let's get them out of our system before.
I like that.
By the way, you guys see that proposed trade over at CBS?
For who?
Talk to me.
It's silly.
Oh, the Trevor Mayfield?
Yes.
Yeah,
and a conditional 3rd-round pick. Oh, wow. That'll put it over the top.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, it's
silly season.
It's kind of like that. We were talking about baseball earlier, and certain guys.
Godfather deals for Acuna and Skeens. No one's trading those guys.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah,
so,
not yet.
Yeah. So it's just interesting. But yeah, that's good. All right. Well, have a great show.
All right.
Good to see you, Mike. Getting ready for Jaguars today momentarily. Jeff, Super Tuesday is
It's in the books. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy. Jaguars today. Next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get more Jaguars coverage from Jacksonville's sports superstation.
Safety's got to guard. There's always a hole if you don't pressure the QB.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
One man, one hammer. One place to hear it drop. Hammer Time with Hayes, weekdays on The Frangie Show.
On 1010XL. Driven by Kia on Atlantic. Southside Kia.